Good evening, family. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the grinder, the grinder. Also, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. Respect my existence. Also, make sure the bell is lit. All right, family. Also, share this stream through our social media. That'd be greatly appreciated. Also, it's going to be a panel discussion tonight, and I'm going to handpick it. Also, the past live streams and videos I did, go to my archives. Let's get them lights up. Also, the links that you want to get in contact with me is in the description box. Also, I have a PayPal account. Also, Super Chat. If you want to donate, that'd be very much appreciated. If you don't have it, I know times out here it's hard. At least hit the like button. There you go. Oh man, people fooling up right here. Let me see what happened. See what happened. China Empire. What's good? I haven't seen you in a while. Silks. What's good? We'll wait for some more people to get in. Silks, hold on for 1 second. Always a lady. Thank you. I want this to be a diverse panel tonight. So Silks, get you on. Watch out for your link. I'm handpicking tonight. When you get in, say something, please. Thank you, China. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Smash the like button. Yeah. Wait for some more people coming. Got people showing up. Hey, Silks.
Hey, JT.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't know how long I'm gonna be up here tonight.
okay.
With you. I'm gonna see, I'm gonna try to hang. I've been to the doctor all day and he got me on all these drugs and shots.
Well, if you guys to get it on, you have to get it on. Yes,
I'm just letting you know, I'm just warning you. And if you find me falling asleep and I'm snoring, mute me, please.
oh, okay. It's long. That's all right.
So what we talking about, JT, tonight?
We're gonna talk about the brother that got he got exonerated.
Mm-hmm.
John Smalls. Then we're gonna talk about Carly B.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, but we're gonna wait for some more people to come in. Um,
You talking about Jesse Smollett? Jesse Smollett?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Justice Smollett and Carly B. She said something earlier, but that was not culture. So I told people, look out for it. Well, I mean, look for yourselves. I trying to find it, I couldn't find it, but we gonna talk about that.
But you couldn't find it?
No, I couldn't find it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to
Hold up,
look
hold up, hold
for
up. Yeah, yeah, you could give you gift for it, let us know, but I heard it.
it. You heard her say it or you heard it
Yes,
from somebody else?
I heard it. She say it. They played it,
Mm.
and I heard it from Fly. What is it? Oh, let me see. Fly Girl. Channel. They. It's like it's quite a few of them, but I heard it from further from her. So I heard it from Vicky Dillon. She part of Fly Girl organization. So that's what I heard it from, and I heard it from somebody else too. And it's very, very disturbing that we need to touch on it. But I'm waiting for some more people coming because I wanted to be a diverse um, conversation. Yeah, I started to do a little early, but I had to do something. So, but we had to talk about these things, find solutions for it, and I'm gonna ask some questions. So,
Okay, JT, I'm here. I just
oh,
muted up because I was going through some paperwork.
okay, cool, okay, no problem. Let's see,
Let me get on here.
hit the like button. Pretty Apple, how you doing? I sent a link out to you last week. You didn't get it? Welcome. I appreciate that. Again, if anybody want to donate, um, hold on. Let me do this first. Let's see, do this. Okay, hold on. Again, anybody want to donate? There's my PayPal right there, and also I have Super Chat. So feel free if you want. If you don't have none of those, always hit the like button. So how was your day besides going to the doctor?
It wasn't too much. I didn't even make it into work
Okay.
today. So I didn't do too much of anything today, JT.
Okay.
What about you? What's going on? What's up with you?
Ah, they had to do some stuff at the house, at the apartment. So that's about that.
I already told you that how I got these drugs in my system. If I'm sounding like I'm dragging.
No, but I'm saying if you have to go, you have to go. I hear you.
No, I'm gonna participate for a while. I'm sitting up. I'm getting ready to look up this information about Cardi B because
Yeah,
it was disturbing, and and I'm a fan of pop culture, and I've been trying to support, um, her, but I can't support that behavior. And one of the first thoughts that came to my mind is that, well, all these guys, of all the things that they have been saying about these men, that they've been saying about them, well, should charges be brought against her?
Oh, so you did heard. Thank you,
Yeah,
pretty.
I heard well, I heard it, but I wasn't taking it as face value until I looked up and actually had saw it. But now you're mentioning it. But when I did hear it, that did come to my mind. But
Thank you.
I didn't give it any face value yet until I saw some actual facts on it. But I did have a thought when I heard it.
Okay. Thanks again, Pretty Apple. If you want to join the panel, Pretty Apple, let me know. You are more than welcome to join the panel. If you want to join the panel, let me know. Because I definitely want the women to chime into this. Because she says something that is very disturbing. Even if it goes for men too. It's very, very disturbing. I should say it, right?
You should say what it is.
Yeah. What you
Well,
said?
I thought you wanted to get more people on the panel and more people
Yeah,
in.
yeah. I'm gonna wait. Okay, got you. Just let me know, Pretty Apple. And thanks again for the super chat. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. And okay. And you know what, Pretty Apple, I'm gonna do something nice for you because you always been supportive and everything. I want you to type in something right now. Type in something right now, Pretty Apple. Anything. There it is. Yep. There it is, right there. Welcome to the Doom Shot family. You part of the Doom. You a Doom Shot. I mean, you a Doom Shot-ess. God's Doom Shot is you a Doom Shot-ess. Yeah. So work it. This how it goes. No trolls allowed. Anybody that what up Blazing in Sports? What's good, brother? Thanks for showing up last night. Very much appreciated. Anybody that goes contrary to what we talk about, get them out.
Oh, what do you mean by going contrary? Underrated,
Like
darkness.
what I'm explaining right now. Whatever topic I'm talking about, and then if I say you could disagree, I don't have no problem with that. But if you're gonna be derogatory with that, you only this is not for you. No. And then if you disrespect other people's um viewpoint, no, you just got to play through. But if you disrespect conversation, got to go.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Because we might not all agree.
I don't have no problem. See, listen what I'm saying. I don't have no problem with that.
Okay.
But if it's got something to do that disrespect each other viewpoint, and plus you gonna disrespect the conversation, no, be ghost.
Now I'm pulling up several articles, but I'm not pulling up anything that is and we might not find it on mainstream. Like a
I
more
know, I
known
know, I know, I know.
resource.
I know when I heard it, it was on Fly Girl under it's on Vicky Dillon. If y'all go Fly Girl, y'all probably find it. She played it. Now after that, she probably took it. Carla B probably took it out, but I caught it.
No, there's several things. I just found something that I would consider reliable from the Boston News. Their regular news. It came up from Boston. So okay. On the regular news channel, they're talking about, well, I'm not gonna say it until uh, you open up the discussion.
And I'm letting you know right now, family. I pick you be on the panel. Let's stay on. Let's stay on the subject. Because the two people, one got out of jail today. Kind of found out the state dismissed the charges, but we gonna get into that. But I'm gonna go in deeper with that. But Carly B say something that is very, very disturbing, and we are not gonna make no excuses of that. Hell no, we not. And even the brother Justin Smollett, we not making no excuses of him too. Either one, we are not making no excuses tonight. No, no, no. Let's see. Um, okay. I know how YouTube is, so we're gonna wait. See what else. See. Yep. Mm-hmm.
We still waiting.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm gonna wait for some people. Need some more people to get on. I want to be a diverse.
Why you laugh to yourself, JT?
Now I was thinking about something that I seen
Like,
earlier.
uh,
It was good. I'm happy for what Blazing Sports. Oh yeah, last night, family, I did the underrated boxing talk. It was great. I had Goodfella Sports TV. I want y'all to check them out. Also, yours had the one and only what's blazing in sports. He was on the piece last night. I had Muhammad is the one was on there, and I had Ronald Figley, and we cover a lot of stuff, family. And y'all should go check that out. It's the underrated boxing talk last night. It was great. That's right. Yeah, you right. You definitely in the building. That's right. Exactly. That's right. Let them know what's blazing sports. Underrated knows boxing too. I know sports, yo. I could break any sport down. I could do that. I'm nice with yo, I'm wicked with that. I'm wicked like that. And there's gonna be more to come. Let's get back into boxing. And sooner or later, y'all, what's blazing sports? He gave me the word that he's gonna he gonna chop it up with the darkness round table soon. When he feels like he gonna let me know. I'm gonna promote it. He gonna bring his people over here. Then our family will be over here, and that's how it's gonna be. We gonna do it up like that. That's gonna be soon though. So we gonna wait some more people. Shout out to Maximum Black. Shout out to you, brother. Thanks for coming. I know some people say, well, underrated. You be waiting kind of late to get on, man. People be getting on like 8:30, 9 o'clock, 7:30. Wait for some more people to come on in. Let's wait for some more people to come in. Hey, Alan Crook, what's good, brother? Thanks for coming. Appreciate that. Thanks for keep on supporting me. Oh, how's the weather in California?
it was a beautiful day today, JT. I mean, beautiful. The sun was bright and crisp and clear blue skies. No heavy wind.
Mm,
The temperature was just right.
mm.
There was no need for no heavy jackets or anything.
All
No
right, okay.
sweater. Hmm.
It's okay. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
nice in Virginia today, though.
it was.
Yeah, it was nice.
How was the temperature?
The temperature was like went up to like 65.
So you still had to have some type of light jacket or something
Yeah,
later on in
yeah,
the evening,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It was like early afternoon, but it went up like well, it went up to like 75 at first, like about 2 hours. Then it dropped back down like to it dropped back down to like 65. Like let me see. I can let you know what temperature is on right now. Oh yeah, family, it's going down tonight. No excuse. Let's see what's I can tell how many degrees right now. Let's see. So it's 39 degrees now.
That's a bit cold, isn't it?
Huh?
Chilly. I
Yeah,
said
yeah.
that's a bit chilly.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like that chili.
I know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, at times the chili is good.
Oh, okay. Alan Crook said it was a Chamber of Commerce Day here in Alabama. Oh, you from Bama? Oh, yeah. You from Deontay? Where? Okay, Bronx Bama. Okay. I'll be right back, Silks. All right.
Okay, JT, I'll be right here.
Okay. Ooh, I keep saying
I'm
that.
gonna look at the chat and talk to the chat.
Okay.
Hello, everyone that's out there in the chat. How's everyone doing today? Are we having a great evening? Did we have a great day? Oh, Montgomery, Alabama. Oh, my mother is from Birmingham. Alan Crooks. Hello, what's blazing in sports? Oh, it's so far so good. Okay. Hi, always the lady. Are you having a great Tuesday today? Great, always the lady. What is called the? That's a nickname, the Lou. Hey, J Dog, how you doing this evening? I'm just talking to the chat, waiting on JT to come back.
I'm back.
Okay, I was just speaking to everybody for a
Yeah,
little
I
bit,
hear
J.
you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. What's up, J Dog? What's good, fam?
Oh, Birmingham is 80 miles away from Montgomery. I don't know that much about Alabama too much, but I've been to Birmingham. Hello, Muhammad's the one. How you
Hey,
doing this
Silk.
evening?
All right, all right. How you feel, Mama? How you feel?
Yeah, I'm gonna get there. I done had some. I told JT I might be a little high because I had some shots to relieve some
uh,
pain and some pills.
that's what I did. Same thing, and I just trying to get used to it, and it like put me out to sleep more than half the day, and then I got up again and went back to sleep. I'm like, good God. So we're the same. We're walking down the same track right now.
Well, I'm gonna keep
Okay.
you up. Well, I'm gonna keep you up long as I can, and I don't care you like it or not. Yeah.
You know we'll do our best to stay up for you, JT,
I know. I just
the
messing with you.
underrated doctor.
Yeah, but brother, we gonna talk about Justice Smollett, and we gonna talk about Carly B.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, that was something else with that Justice Smollett. Wow,
Yeah, drop
wow.
on top. Well, we ain't gonna get to that yet, too, Philip, because I want a diverse panel tonight.
Okay, okay. Oh, so you just started? You just started?
Huh?
I said you just started the
No,
stream.
I started streaming 10 o'clock. I'm just waiting for some people to get on the panel because I want a diverse. I want a diverse. Okay, J Dog. Always next time. Like I said, Pretty Apple. If you want to get on, let me know. Feel free. But I want a diverse. I want a diverse panel tonight.
Okay. Oh, wow. So, Silks, what pain are you suffering from, hon? Hello?
She on
I'm
mute.
here.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
I'm
What?
here. Well, I got struck with this shopping cart with at work with about 60 pounds of paper in it,
Ooh,
and
ooh.
it's messing with certain parts of my body that I didn't have
Right,
this pain before.
right.
So I'm feeling some pinching and all
Yeah.
that.
Ooh, ooh. Wow,
And
wow.
when I got when I was getting ready to, I took some medication last night. I don't even like taking medication.
Right.
As far as what I mean, with the pharmaceuticals, those
Yeah.
what the doctors give you, I don't care for all that. But I was in so
Right.
much pain, I had to, drop some of these pills. But I was
Yeah.
fine when I first woke up. But then when I was getting ready to leave out the door, it just like something like stabbed me, and
Mm.
I just like dropped. So I
Oh
had to
God,
go
you
back
fell
to
on the
this
floor.
doctor. No, I didn't. I didn't go all the way down. I caught the sink and held up. Held on the sink. Thank you,
Oh.
Alan Crooks.
Oh.
I know I'm gonna be all right. But
Okay.
now they
Yeah.
just,
No
I don't like
doubt.
it when they pump all those drugs up in you like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I
Mm-hmm.
had to have something because this pain gotta go.
Right. Right. Right.
Pretty
Right.
Apple. I seen the link. I seen the link. Pretty
Yeah. I
Apple.
know.
Look out for it. Um.
Because I went through that earlier today. Because I was doing some exercises with my hips. After being
Hmm.
replaced, and it's like I was okay, and then when I walked back to my bedroom to sit down, I started feeling, sharp pain. I said, "Oh, let me pop one of these things," and there I went. I don't know what happened after that. I, was, I couldn't tell you. Next thing I know, I looked up. I said, "Oh my God!" So I got something to eat a little bit, a little something, and then I went right back out again. I said, "Oh God!" I said, "This thing's strong." I'm like, "Wow," you know. And I hate feeling that way. I don't like that. But I had to because I was really. And then with this cold weather back here too, it doesn't help. Yeah. So, oh man, yeah. Oh, I guess that's part of aging. That's part of
Is that
aging.
what it is? Well, I got hit. Well, I mean, I was already, going through the aging process, and then
Yeah.
getting hit on top of that doesn't feel well.
Yeah. No. 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 I mean,
And I have been
but I had.
complaining about I complain about where I sit because people constantly bump me where I sit. I don't know
Oh
why
God.
they have it. To me, it's very dangerous where they
Right.
have us because that is, if there's an emergency, we're just right there blocking the way. And they say they're going to put more deaths along in those areas. So I don't know.
Mm.
They the ones who's running the ship. But they need to take care of me for this pain they caused me that I hadn't had before a
Right.
week ago.
Wow. Workman's comp. Yep. Yeah. Workman's comp.
Well, I didn't like being I didn't like being hit. Then I know they talked to the young man because now when he comes in there that he brings he only have but one or two reams of paper in his hand instead of a whole basket full.
Mm. Right. Right. Right.
Where I
Wow.
made my mistake,
Wow.
I'm not gonna give that away right now. But it's just
Mm.
hints. It's always good to take pictures,
Right. True.
especially in this day and time. When we have the camera so readily available. If you get that opportunity,
Mm.
please don't forget and take pictures. JT hasn't started the topic yet. That's why we're just talking in generalities right now.
Yeah. 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 I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Yeah.
Amanda
Well,
Renee,
mine.
thanks for showing up.
Mine was a combination of all the years of playing sports, contact sports and football, baseball, basketball, and especially that, on the football field, getting hits or delivering hits and getting hit in certain places. I'm like, you I'm like, okay,
Right.
so yeah. And then,
And
and as you
and
age, you're
football is
running
one of
on,
the worst contact sports. It just
yep,
so many men bodies, and now they starting to go have women. I guess I don't know. They have women playing their own teams, but I believe it was Underrated that just told me about the female that's getting ready to play with the males team. Uh, her body is not going to
really,
never be the same.
nope, nope. And a lot of those guys, you should see after their careers are done, they can't even hardly walk. And yeah, they can't. Your body functions decrease, man. I'm like, damn. And even like for basketball too, same thing because you're running up and down that court. And then for us coming up, we always played on concrete outside. That's another thing because you're jumping. Then when you come down and land, there's no spring. There's just straight concrete. So that's another thing. I said, damn, I wish I'd have thought about that, back then. But you want to play, you want to get out there, be active, and you're trying to stay off the streets and that type of thing, and so you're trying to occupy yourself. But there was a time when, like when I was 15 years old, I was playing for like 3 different basketball teams, around the city. So I would leave one game and then go to the next game, then go from there to the next game. It's like, yeah, I really put myself out there. So when I began coaching, I used to run the kids in practice kind of hard. And so one kid said, Coach, you run as hard. I said, I did it, you could do it. But I made sure we had plenty of fluids around and and all that stuff, because back then when I played, the coach used to hide the water. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah.
But even I know this runner, for how many miles that he had ran over. He's an older guy
Right.
now, but how many
Right.
miles that he had ran over in his life during the years, his feet is really horrible.
Yep.
And I mean,
Yep.
he was a runner. I mean, because he ran marathons more than one. He was,
Right.
he's a true runner. But the
Right.
damage of his feet, he had the nerve to show us, all of us, because we were there when his last, he was doing, they were doing a newspaper story on him because this is going to be, he retired. He finally retired from running.
Right. Right.
And he had the nerve to show
Right.
those feet.
Wow.
And I'm seeing
Wow.
why and he was saying that that's like the damage that had been done to him from over the years
Uh-huh.
of running so many miles.
Right. 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 Like I look at what's his name? what's that brother's name? He used to play for the Miami Heat, Alonzo Mourning, and he went through a thing where he had to get a kidney transplant because of over the years of playing in the NBA. When he retired, he said he would be in such excruciating pain in his body that he would pop those pills, and he said every day he was taking 2 or 3 pills to alleviate the pain. But eventually it worked its way towards the kidneys and damaged one of his kidneys. So eventually he found, I think it was his brother that was a match. So he's living pretty good now. But, the fact that you go through that, and a lot of people don't understand, you got to be careful when you take these pharmaceutical medications, man, because, it leads to stuff like liver and kidney and damage. But you're hurt. So what do? You're hurting and you're going through. Sometimes I don't pop it. I just go through the pain and I just say hell with it. Just try to, but sometimes you just can't take it. And I'm like, damn, But I know for myself, after this last episode I had with my hip, that they had to fit me for a left knee brace because part of my knee, when I'm walking now, on the outside it goes in, and that kind of like, it's not that I'm going to fall, but it upsets the balance a little bit. So now this knee brace, when I put it on, it shifts the knee back out into its regular spot, and I feel better wearing it. It's a big one too. I'm like, damn, I got to walk around with this thing. So, but, until my knee gets better, but I'm not going for any more surgeries. I had enough.
But the knee brace to me is it seemed like, because when you put it on, it does help, right?
Yeah, it keeps it in place.
Right.
And it's strapped up.
Yeah, that's better than popping some doggone pills all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And you know what it is? Why? Let me ask you something, Sylvia. Why is it that your body, especially when it turns nighttime, towards the end of the night, why does it decide to have pain in the nighttime? I don't get that.
I
I'm
guess
like,
because,
damn, I couldn't hear it during the daytime.
What, you didn't have it in the daytime when it
That's
was
when you're
cold?
relaxing more.
Yeah, you relax.
No, daytime I'm cool as long as I'm moving around.
Yeah, when you're moving around, you ain't feeling, and then you move, and then you've been moving. But once you start sit down and settle,
yeah.
And sometimes, when you're moving, sometimes when you're moving, you should be resting still.
Right.
And we tend to move too much because at the time it's feeling okay. We're feeling fine, or we could do it. And sometimes we overextend.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. That is so true. That is so true. Wow, that is so true. So JT, how you feeling, my brother? How you been today?
I'm a little pissed off, but I'll be okay.
Okay. Everything all right though? Everything okay?
Now, my apartment, the rugs got wet, and that's a long story. It took too long to come and stuff. They finally came today, and they put me back a little bit, and then so they have to take apart the rug that's already damaged because it couldn't be saved. So little inconvenience, but other than that, it got to be done. So.
Right. Okay.
Well, I didn't get that same energy, JT.
Huh?
When I asked you how was your day, and I asked you what you was doing, and you were so casual about the apartment.
No, because
but you didn't give me that same energy.
No, but I ain't want to talk about it with you at the time. Because you was like that. I ain't want to make you sad too. So.
Okay.
I ain't want to do that. So And anyway, I ain't feel like talking about it at the time anyway. I didn't. I was pissed off. But I'm good now. You know, it's done. It's gonna be taken care of. Just gonna, you know, put a little setback few days, but at least they, you know, get it done. You know. But let me see. Let me check. Let me check chat. Let me check chat here. Oh, Flaws to Perfection. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. But they shaky down here. But it's all right. I'm gonna handle that though. Anyway, I'm gonna relocate anyway. So soon, you know, in the near future. So yeah, I'm already gotta make some moves. I was gonna make some moves anyway, but it's gonna cover the damage. It's just that it's so inconvenient. You know what I mean? So, but I'll be fine. Thanks for that's and these. So I'm in the bedroom doing a live family, but it's okay. It's all right. We up in the piece and everything. We gonna get it done. The real Kimber, thanks for coming. Florida Professor, I'm sorry for your our condolences. The doctor's family send your condolences. Thank you to keep on hanging in there. Um, that's it. Well, anybody else want to join the panel? Feel free. It's going to be a diverse chat. Chat. I mean, panel tonight. A private add-on. So anybody that wants to join the panel, put your email in the chat. Damn, I gotta get my notebook. Okay. Copy it down. So ain't no problem. I gotta go back. I go back and get the notebook. So put your email in the chat. I do have PayPal if y'all want to donate. Also, super chat. If not, y'all don't have that, it's okay. At least hit the like button. That's all I'm saying. So hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. We're gonna give another 5 more minutes. Then we gonna get this conversation going because it made no sense to be waiting. And like I'm gonna repeat this again. Anybody that want to join the panel, feel free. But this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna stick to the subject. Anything you could agree or disagree. I don't have no problem with that. You should not think about the same person what it is. But what I'm just saying to respect what we talking about tonight, and then I want the family in the chat to engage. Anytime, professor, you family. I pray for you too. So again, anybody else that wants to join the panel, you're welcome. Put your email in the chat, copy it down, and I don't have no problems. Get you on. Just respect. That's it. And I'll be checking out the chat or timing. Now so you can unmute yourself now because we gonna get it in because you know. The first thing we're gonna talk about the brother that got exonerated of all charges. They dropped all 16 counts of him, and that's Justice Smollett. I'm gonna put it out there. You know what happened? They feel it was a lie, so they got. But is he still not out of the woods yet? Because the federal FBI still investigating it. state. He's his that case is gonna be a sponge. But I feel that part that he talk about the LGB. Help me out. Is LG
LGBT,
right?
LGBT.
Right. Thank you. He talk about that, and I feel that plays along the picture. But it goes to show if any of us as brothers and sisters are heterosexual, would that be the same thing happen to us? And to I can say to a certain extent because I'd be lying. The answer of that be no. And he did say he gonna fight for all rights, but we want to see.
Yeah, very good observation.
We want
So
to. I
you
want to go ahead.
so you saying that if a heterosexual made up a hate crime or something like that, the same thing that happened with him, that we wouldn't have got off as easy
No,
as he did.
hell no, we not. No,
Especially a black man.
especially a black man. Yes, it will not happen. We got to stop being blinded of some things. It will not. It will not happen. So that means that I'm not saying that what happened to him could be tragic and stuff. But it's so funny. Them 16 accounts has been dropped just like that.
Right.
While some of
Now,
us,
I'll take. Okay, go ahead, JC. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying why us as heterosexual, when we talk about certain things, we don't get the same respect. That's something to think about. It. We need to talk about
Right.
it. Go ahead, bro.
No, I was just gonna chime in real quick. It's ironic because well, we know the Chicago Police Department is full of corruption as well. So you have
Definitely right.
two different, yeah, two different parties that are coming with some sort of corruption. But you know, the way I feel about it is, I tend to lean that way myself. Had that been one of us, or and I think his status of being an actor, you know, or actress, whatever you want to call
Yeah.
himself. But that also helped as well, But had that happened to a regular person, a regular black person, a man or whatever, of not of that persuasion and not an actor, I don't know. That boy would have been doing time. Okay, so in one way you feel okay, he got away with it, but then in another way, it's like, is it because of this? Is it because of that? You know what I'm saying? And then with this LGBT movement, which gained a lot of steam over the years off the backs of the black struggle, uh, you know, it's a tough sell, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I can't call it, but I tell you one thing I will say, maybe that had played a huge part in him getting released, so, and that's all I could add to it.
So him being exonerated, that means that they're saying that his statements were true, what actually happened to him, correct?
Right.
So that he wasn't lying, that he did get jumped.
I don't know about that.
No,
Right.
no, I'm just going on the basis of the exoneration.
Okay.
Right. 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 Exactly. Exactly. But there's a lot out there that's unsolved and unanswered, you know?
And then we
And they
gotta
just,
understand too. Queen Latifah said that she gonna make sure she gonna help him.
mm,
And we gotta think about that too.
mm,
And she is a lesbian. And before I
mm.
say anything, you picking on lesbian and gay. No, I'm not. I'm just stating of the class and money. How it
Mm,
could play a big role of us as a people to be divided. And it's
right.
true. When you deal with music, when you deal with fashion, who the one really control it? The gay and lesbian community for almost 30 years. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
are pushing it. That's what I be
Right.
telling people. Better listen what I'm talking. That's what I'll talk about the square 1 and 2 and possible 3.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we gotta talk about it. The people that don't want to say nothing about it because I don't want to hear that.
Right. Right.
Let's stop.
Right.
Let's stop the BS. Stop the BS because what it do is messing up our kids.
Right. It's confusing them, I tell you that much.
Yeah, yeah. And even
Mm-hmm.
the
It's
grown-ups that
confusing.
want to chastise the kid, it plays a big role in that too.
Sure. Sure. Mm-hmm.
You know, some of the you got some comments from the chat, JT, from Always the Lady and Alan Crooks that
Hit it. No, read you. We can read it.
she said Always the Lady says, I think his celebrity status got those charges dropped. Just my opinion. And then she gave you a kiss. Mm.
Oh, damn. Thank you. Shoot, I need that kiss. Shit, I ain't get a kiss from Wayne a long time. Oh God, God, I'm doing jumping jacks. Thank you, always late.
And then Jesse Alan Crick says Jesse case could go in many directions, from empire swindling views or a smokescreen for Kelly.
That that that
Mm.
that could happen too. I was done. You know what? Come and think of all the
Mm.
books. I was. You took the words right out of my mind. I was ready to jump on that.
Mm.
I was going because you know why? Because that's how they do. That's how they do to us. Because hey. But I still say this though. Queen Latifah got a whole lot to deal with it too. And I know some women, some lesbians, even gay don't like when I say that, but it is true.
Mm.
Plays
Mm.
a big role. And so
Mm.
we gotta think of stuff like that. Tell me if anything,
Why are you saying that Queen Latifah has a part in it?
She did say 2 weeks ago she gonna do whatever she can to help him out.
So that means that she believes his story is true too.
And
Mm.
I'm just saying they called for emergency court this morning. And all of a sudden
Right.
16 counts has been dropped like that and been expunged. And
Right.
we know how long the case been expunged. Now it's gonna be expunged that quick.
Right.
So
Right.
we got it makes you think. I'm not saying that the brother is lying. He might not be lying. Maybe I think everything he said could be true, and they trying to set him up. But I'm saying
Mm.
to me it happened too quick. Now
Right.
the state is going to drop all the cases to expunge his record. But the FBI said they're gonna still going to investigate. Maybe I think they gonna investigate the text.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
Muhammad's the one, and J2, do you guys agree with Alan Crooks when he said you got to look at the new laws created for that community?
But the law's always been there. They just enforcing it. There's no new
Mm.
laws. Ever since Obama signed the law, to give them more rights, and I know people gonna be getting their feelings. That's when the state, that's when all this was happening. But at the same time, the more rights they get, our civil rights as a people has diminished. It been diminished already, but it been diminished that when we fight for our rights, we gotta include them. No, why we gotta include them? For what?
Right.
It's
Right.
a choice. It's
Right.
not a civil right. It's a choice.
And see, Silks, this is what we're looking at right now through the prism eyes of the black man in this country. We're looking at white privilege, as we've seen with 45 Crush. We're looking at LGBT rights getting over. So where does that leave us?
Nowhere.
You see?
So that means
Right.
so. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
No. Basically, right. It leaves us nowhere with nowhere to go.
And
Okay.
this is the point that pissed me off. John Lewis, you almost died in 1965. You one of the co-founders of the civil rights, and I'm talking about the second tier of 1960 because the first tier really happened like almost 30, 40 years before that. And I'm gonna do a story about that very soon. There are brothers and sisters that have fought for civil rights back in the 30s that a lot of people don't want to talk about. But it came like really, really like in the 50s. Well, I'm gonna talk more about that. And you think that he will have something to really talk about. But no, all these people is playing along because they have rights. But these are also the people that killing us. These are I ain't gonna say all of them, majority of them have made false accusations against us.
Exactly.
And then you get the gay lesbians in our community, the white counterparts and them other ethnicities, they don't respect you. They more about numbers.
Mm-hmm.
They're all about breaking up the family.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the churches right now. They want to be gay and lesbian.
Right. Right.
Monique Hill, how you feel? Thanks for coming.
Yep. They're breaking up the black nuclear family. Yep.
They're breaking up the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then they want people talking about, oh, we had these gay men in the church, but you got lesbian women are pastors too.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. They are pushing this nonsense in our community.
Mm-hmm.
Miss E, how you feel? Welcome. Yeah. And then we got to talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Got to get it out there. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the LGBT, whatever it is, I don't care. They don't have no interest in us as the people. Do you think about it? But these are the people. But this is how the media. This is how the medium stream media is. They want to pick those people to talk about our rights.
Right.
Talk about Pan-African. Talk about whatever rights that we have. No.
Right.
You go beat up our kids.
Mm-hmm.
You sodomize our kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't think we don't know what you're doing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then what did you get off that? From them, nothing.
Right.
And I'm not saying all of them do that, but majority of them, they do. They go make trouble.
Mischief makers.
They go to job. Oh, I need to get that, but you want to cause trouble?
Yeah. Mischief makers, man. Mm-hmm.
They act up. Some of them act up in the street in a rock. Oh, I'm gonna call a cop. I'm gonna get the law because you do that for me because I'm gay and lesbian. But see, you're grown up first. You know for right or wrong.
Right. Right. Right.
But with
Right.
all these police killing, all this going on, black woman getting violated. I don't hear none of y'all speaking. I ain't talking about the white counterparts and other people, but y'all don't speak up. But you want us to speak up for y'all, but y'all don't want to be part of our community. Y'all want to be part of white supremacist mindset and policies.
Yeah, where were they when that girl that got beat up by the white boy recently?
Yeah, where they at? Exactly.
Where were they at? Crickets.
Where
Crickets,
you
bro.
at? If these our people getting slaughtered by white supremacy. Where y'all at?
Crickets, man.
Who you talking about? You talking about the LBGT people?
Yes.
Yes. Where were they when that woman got beat up by that white boy?
And them
The one
other
that,
murders that white supremacists had done to us. Where they at?
yeah, nowhere to be found.
But you know, a lot of those LBGTs are white supremacists.
Oh yeah. Because what they're doing, they're pushing our women into that. You see, but they're making our women the face of the movement while they hide in the background.
Who they making who the face of? They
They're
making
making our women, our black
what?
women.
Yes.
They are making our black women the face of the LGBT movement while they lay in the
How is
background.
that? Because the black, I don't know. Explain it to me, please.
Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna explain it to you.
What you mean, oh wow, JT?
No. Let me explain. Let me break it down to you.
I'll
Let
tell
me
you
break
why.
it down.
I say
All right,
why.
let me break it down. Just being gay as a whole. Okay, I'm gonna take men and women. If you notice, even with athletes, why is it that a black athlete always got to come out in public and announce his gayness? You never see none of them white athletes who are gay announce their gayness. You never see any white women who are gay announce their gayness in public. Why is it always us always announcing what we are? You ever thought of that? Let that sink in for me. This is why I say what I just said.
Right, and
ahead.
I cut you off, and it's right there in the airways. It's right there on TV.
Yep.
They actually
What you
show.
mean they don't come out? The white people don't come out with their. Didn't we know back in the day that Billie Jean King was what's that lady named Billie Jean Riggs or whatever the tennis player?
Billie Jean,
Did,
yeah. She
did we
came
know she
out,
was gay?
but it took a while for her to do that. You see what I'm saying? Whereas us, we do that right off the top, right off the rip. Before anything, we do it right off the rip. Think about it. Think about it. And then not only we do it off the rip, we heavily display it. Look at Don Lemon when he's kissing his white boyfriend on New Year's Eve with cake in the mouth on CNN. Or that other gay boy that was drafted last to the NFL a few years ago. He's up there kissing
Michael Sam's.
Michael Sam's up there kissing his white boyfriend, eating cake and slobbing each other like I slob a girl on national TV. Huh?
The Square, the Square. It happened.
I'm just giving examples. I'm just giving examples, Silks. I'm giving heavy examples. And nobody could refute that. Nobody could refute what I just said. Now, come on. Why is it that we always got to push the agenda?
And why at the same time, why they trying to silence us out when we bring our points like that?
Exactly.
Why our people is refused to know what the hell is going on?
Exactly.
That pissed me
Just
off.
like that. Just like that thing that's going on over there in Sacramento, with that after that cop shot that dude, and the cop didn't get in trouble. They were riding out there for days. There was no coverage of it. None. Mm-hmm.
And that's why tonight I want to have a diverse panel because stuff like that.
So what black female have they put up as the or would this
As the face of it.
or would this be considered as what Queen Latifah has done for Jussie Smollett? Would that be like the black woman being the face?
Sure.
She is part of the face.
She is. She's been the face of that movement for a while.
And also,
Well,
and also some of these women commentators that
yep.
they are feminists. They part of that movement too.
Exactly.
And
Like
gay
Oprah
man too.
Winfrey.
And then go, we gotta say, and gay man too. But part of it, but they put the women out there. It's on it's on television. It's in the square, people. The signs is right there.
But JT, that's why I turned. That's why I stopped watching some of the stuff. Stopped watching the Square. So much at all because I got tired of the gay agenda.
Yeah, I understand that. No, I agree with you. But I turn it on so I would know. And I turn it off. That's what we got to be disciplined.
Like one night, not to cut you off. This was like months ago. I happened to come home and then click it on Don Lemon. We know what he is. Okay. So he had that light-skinned girl. What's that girl's name? She be appearing on CNN a lot. Oh my God. Angela Rye. Yeah. So they were talking about some black stuff, this and that. She had the audacity to say, yeah, Don, that's why I love you, because you're a man's man and you stand up for all the black man's problems. I looked at her and I said, say that again? Excuse me. I almost choked on my drink when she said that. Say that again? You're a man's man that stands up for the black community. Really? Really? Really?
Yeah.
Really? I was like, excuse my language, get the fuck out of here. You serious? And then she said that with a serious face. I said, boy, I wish I could meet up with her on the street. Yo, sit down. You got to explain that one to me. Explain that one. This dude? This dude?
Yeah. And you know what? In these Outland, how you feel? I'm glad everything all right with you. I want to reach. He said, I want to know, why do people feel gay is okay? Gotta throw lesbian to that too. It's okay in the eyes of the Lord for those of you who believe in the Bible, because they scared and hey, they eat out of the devil's table, and they probably got economic backing too.
That's the key. They do have economic backing. Yes, right. That is the key.
Where the money, you understand, when the money goes, they go. See, we have to realize one thing too, that when people they're talking about, oh, I'm all about the fight, that is an excellent what you said, niece. And I want to find out, that's excellent. But see, where the money goes, they go. So if you take the money all moral, that means the green controls you. And you know the green controls you, that means you with the devil. You eating out of the, like I always say, you eating out of the devil's table.
Right.
So to me, You know, when it comes to morals, convictions, y'all don't have no credibility. You don't.
Right. Right.
Especially JT, when you said that the churches now are pushing a gay agenda.
Yes.
And see, let me explain something to y'all too. I'm gonna look in this camera while I say that, so people can get this message full blunt. What this movement is doing is trying to replace the is trying to replace the space of the black woman, whether you know it or not. It's a move to remove y'all from you getting with your black men. It's a move. It's a chess move. Not checkers. It's a chess move. And understand what's going on, my people. They doing all of this to minimize our effectiveness and our livelihoods here in this country.
Yeah.
Seriously, understand. Pay attention. Pay attention. And they're trying to remove you from your post.
Oh.
And that's all I got to say, man. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. You understand? Go ahead, JT.
Oh, I forgot. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That stands for Lions Den Boxing Community. Also basketball community. Shout out to the family.
LDBC. Stand up. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And
Yeah.
so that's why, like, I'm not saying that we should talk about this all the time, but this conversation got to have often. And then trick it down with the kids because they think they think it's to know, oh yeah, it's okay. No, it's not all right. It's not all right. It's not all right, people, when you had drag queens read to our kids in kindergarten, pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, first, second, and third grade.
Exactly.
That's not no.
Exactly. Exactly. Mass confusion, man.
And we talking about possible pedophiles that they say, oh yeah, look at the certain scriptures of the Bible. You see what it says. See, they trying to switch they trying to have their own interpretation. And you wonder why a lot of us as the people do not like to go to church,
Mm-hmm.
especially black men,
Mm-hmm.
because they could be happily married. That black man said, I love God, but I don't trust the church. But his wife go to church and come to find out you got some gay man banging his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And twisting him or twisting her around and break up the black family. Let's talk about that. And it goes vice versa. Let's talk about that. Oh, he's I forgot how they call it. Oh, he's unyoked and everything. He don't but this gay guy banging your wife. Or he could be having sexual bang, but we gonna say gay. He banging your wife, bringing disease. Then you pass it on your husband.
That's right.
And then, but you want to have sympathy. I don't have no sympathy. If you're gonna believe in God, believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna be within the Bible, stick to the Bible. I know it's gonna be some people say, "Oh, Christianity is part slave." Okay, part slave, whatever it is. Hey, that's another day too. Just another day, another conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Because what is you following? You're following devil's works. Let me say it again. What is y'all really following is devil works. The serpent is controlling what's going on. And he comes, and that devil comes every shapes and form. Oh, what happened to Silk?
I don't know. She left the call. I don't know what happened.
We'll get her back. We'll get her back.
Yeah. Yeah, but yo, straight cheese, man. Straight cheese, man. I'd be like, what? Yeah. And that's why I said,
yeah,
okay.
and us as black men, we gotta talk more about that because we under attack. But these black women, they have to understand they under attack too.
That's right. That's the warning I'm giving.
Right, and that's what I'm very particular. Who's my people is.
Right.
But see, you can't tell. You got if you got family, gay, lesbian, okay, no problem. Okay, what it is, what it is. But friends, I'm sorry, nah. You no, I ain't your friend. No. We don't have no.
Yeah, that's just a warning, brother, that I served up. That's all. Mm-hmm.
We don't have nothing in common. But see, what I say, we say that, oh, you hate us, man. Shut up. Shut up. A lot of dresses like, oh, women want to have the long one. Then you got the man, they want to dress up. They want to have the whole and stuff like that. Oh, I'm confused. I don't know what to do.
And this liberalist views, that got to go too. That got to go. Sorry, that got to go. That's not for us either. You know, that's not for our people either, brother. Oh, you could be born gay. Yeah, all right. Yeah, show you right.
And sisters. Oh, let me see. So she back? Oh, I thought she came back. And sisters, if you want to get on the panel, please do.
Yeah, she back.
All right, cool.
I apologize
you all right,
about
Silks?
that.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't want to hear. You ain't getting no sisters on. You banging on us as sisters. I ain't trying to hear that either. I ask. I want this. Silks. Silks. You was right there before Muhammad. I said I want a diverse platform. Did I say that?
Yes, you did.
So I don't want y'all to beg any sisters or men. Oh, you talking about? I said I want a diverse. So please, if you want to put your comments, make sure it be respectable. Well, make sure it be respectable. Don't come to me and talking about you banging on gay lesbian, you do this and that. I'm not trying to hear that. And other people ain't trying to hear that.
Is someone saying that?
Huh?
I said someone is saying that, or you just?
I'm just putting it out there.
Oh, okay.
I want them to hear it. So in case like, oh, you didn't say this, go to my live.
Well, I'm sorry, I missed a little bit because had dropped off for a minute.
That's all right.
That's all right. We was wondering if you was okay. That's all.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Gotta make sure our sister's good. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the medication's starting to kick in, so I'm really good.
Oh, yeah, you gonna be going. Yeah. But less than an hour, she going, man. She going.
No, I'm not going nowhere yet. I'm still here.
Yeah, but
you know, but it's just listen, standing on the square, brother. You know what I mean? So, yeah, listen, man. And what I see in the school system now, ooh, wow, wow, unbelievable, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Sylvia,
Yes, JT.
you could bring up what Carly B is talking about. And then we're going to discuss about that. And family, I want y'all in the chat, I want y'all to hear this. Maybe you did hear it, maybe you didn't. But I want y'all to hear this.
Okay, well, what I found on now I know there's much more out there, but one of the resources, what um, the sources is Boston 25 News says Cardi B responds to backlash over her drugging and robbing men. So that's the issue. That there was supposed to be an Instagram post that she had put out years ago, a few years ago, saying that she used to rob and drug men for money. It's supposed to happen at the time when she was being a stripper.
Yes, a thought.
And now people are coming back because I guess the video just resurfaced and people are hearing this news now. When she was saying that, now it's a big backlash against her from that.
Okay. Now you hear this, family. And like I said tonight, ain't going to be no excuses. We are going in tonight. You heard what Sylvia has said. She drugged men for money. She was a stripper.
Well, Monique Hill is saying it loud and clear. She needs to go to jail too.
All right. Oh, good night, Missy. But you know what, Monique? It should be a lot more sisters who say that. But it ain't. Even men too. No excuses. Thank you. Hashtag no excuses. And I even wrote that down, Alan Crooks, too, earlier. Hashtag no excuses. But I'm going to say this, too. This hip-hop community today, they embrace her. Got the nerve that she better than Remy Ma. Is your smoking? This is the same one that perpetrate that. And even men. Just as Vicky Dillard, Fly Girl channel is. And I agree on that.
Now they're saying that this is coming up with a backlash, and she's trying to. I haven't seen the article. Just these articles. I haven't heard the her video. You said you heard it?
I heard the video. I mean, I heard the audio.
The thing is any of her victims are going to come? Are they going to come and testify against her?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't know they was drugged. But if they were, I would.
Well, how would they not know that they were drugged? But when the witnesses for Bill Cosby, they knew that they were drugged.
But see, you guys to understand, we talking about she drugging men. And you know, if a man gonna go and say, I was drugged by her, you know what's gonna happen after that. Come on, Sylvia, you should know. They gonna say, oh yeah, oh, what did the man did? He did went upstairs with her. He should know.
But that's what they're saying about the same thing for the women with Bill Cosby and
But he's locked up.
right. And that's what people saying that she should be locked up.
But she's
But the
not.
only way, what I'm saying, but the only way she gonna get locked up, her witnesses is gonna have to come forward.
It
I mean,
doesn't.
not her witnesses, her victims.
That it's not going to make a difference, Sylvia. It's not. They men.
So
Men
JT, you mean that if
masculine.
these men, okay, if they can find these men and these men come forward as a victim of a crime, you don't think that she's gonna get locked up?
She's not going to get locked up. She's not going to get locked up. It could be 20, 30 of them. They not going to get locked up because she going to play the victim. And you know what? Is she going to win?
But how is she gonna play the victim when she was the one? She's the one who is admitting that she done these things to these men.
Muhammad, explain that to her, please.
No, because I have known. I mean, I have known of women that went to prison. Well, I know of one. I know of a woman that went to prison because she was what they consider. Well, she said she could have been just a prostitute, whatever. But they were saying that she was a trick hoe, and that's something that what Cardi B's doing when you're when you're drugging men and then you're taking their you're robbing them for what they have. That is called a trick hoe. So I know a woman had done time for that.
Okay. That just a few. She is not going to get no time. She
Well, I don't know with so much going on in the air right now, JT. I don't know. They might do something about this
no, I disagree on that. It ain't
because
gonna
the
happen.
backlash is heavy.
It ain't gonna happen.
Well, the reason ain't gonna happen because what you were saying, the men ain't gonna allow it to happen. But
No,
if
no,
they push this,
no. You wrong about that. It had nothing to do with man. It had nothing to do with it. A man gonna go.
but that's what it is that these
No,
women are going out.
no.
I'm just looking at the flip side and what's happening to these men right now with some of the charges of what the women are saying about these guys. You see the Me Too movement; they are pushing this for those men to go down. You don't think that nobody's not going to push this for Cardi B to go down, and she openly admitted out her mouth?
It ain't gonna happen. Because you know it's gonna be the rap backlash. It's gonna be these men. Why you put yourself into that? You must have took advantage of her. She was young. I know, man, please.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, that I do know, and I don't know if she's the only one, but I do know of if the women get caught, they will go to prison for drugging the men and robbing them, or holding the men at gunpoint when they set them up like that. It's another young lady. Have you guys ever watched that show, Speaking? And that's when I was in the square, the one for your man, and the young lady. They did a TV1 show about her called her name is Felicia Halstead, and the things that she did, and she's doing time.
That just a few. And how long this happened ago?
Well, hers is more recent than what the woman that I know. This is more recent. What this young lady did. It had to be in the 2000s. I would have to look up her story. I don't know. I don't know. Have anyone in the chat seen that story of her? Um, because it was the guy that she was with. He was the one that had her start going out and doing all these things and stuff like that, but she's the one who ended up doing time, and he's supposed to be free.
I understand. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're absolutely right. But I'm saying like this: the only way that she'll get locked in, it's got to be women got to push this too. Cannot be just men.
What did you say?
It's got to be women got to push this too. It cannot be just men.
Well, I'm quite sure. I mean, the buzz. Okay, so the buzz is out there. We'll see what happens. But they got to have some victims to be the witnesses to the crimes that she said that she claimed that she did. If they ain't got no witnesses, they not going. It's not gonna stand up anywhere. You're right, JT. Ain't nothing gonna happen to her if no witnesses, and men may not come forth with that.
But no, but
And,
I
and the man does, and the man doesn't know when he's drugged.
yeah, right. But I'm saying even if the man, this is what I'm saying. But this is, understand what I'm saying. Even if the man, even these men would come up and say they got drugged and stuff like that, then you know, I'm saying like, who's going to defend them? Then at the same time, we have to understand this too. And I know some women gonna get mad at this. You got these women judges, they not biased. I mean, they are biased.
They're what?
They gonna be biased. They hate men. You got prosecutors, and then
But
you
see,
got
here's the thing, though. All right, the only the only way I can see her getting arrested is okay. Coming from the area she did in the South Bronx, um, there was a strip club approximately some blocks away from where she lived. Okay, I even had fellas go in there, but what happens is they would get with these women and go somewhere. But then when they get to wherever they were going to get with these women, these dudes would be there setting them up to rob them. Now, now, if that was the case, and they robbing them with guns and all that, then she set that up. Then she's an accomplice. She's an accomplice. But these guys have to come out and prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. You see? Now, I heard today that she's going to sue everybody that's talked bad about her. That's what I heard. And like JT said, she's going to try to play the victim. Oh, when I was young, I needed money. I needed to do this because I wasn't doing well. That type of thing. But again, it depends what type of robbery you're talking about. Whether
It
they were
seemed
set
like
up, or not. You understand what I'm saying, Silks?
it don't
Because
seem
I had
like
that. Uh,
what I'm saying. It don't seem like they were set up. It seemed like that she drugged them and then she stole whatever that was
right.
valuable that they'd had.
But believe you and me, she didn't do that by herself. There was probably some guys lurking in the background to where she got away with them. You see, after she left the premises. Believe me, she didn't do that by herself. I'm gonna tell you because that's how they operate. That's how they operate. They have guys in the background. You don't even know that they're there. I'm telling you, I've had guys went to this certain strip club. I'm not gonna name it, but they come out of there and these dudes be following them when they get these girls in their car. But they don't even know who's following them. You see? Yeah. And one guy, he got, they when they got to the spot, they was getting ready to, get busy with the girl. Next thing you know, here comes these dudes out of nowhere with guns and say, "Yo, give me all your, your shit." You see what I'm saying? So she
That's
didn't
most like
operate by herself.
right. That's like the story that I was telling about JT about the girl. I think her name is Felicia Hassett.
Mm,
Hassel, whatever her name is. That
mm-hmm.
when well, sometimes he sent her off by herself, her and her girlfriend, and he got
Right,
mad because she didn't bring back enough money.
right.
Because he was already setting her up and told her what guy when she went to Miami to what guy that
Mm-hmm.
they were supposed to be hitting,
Mm-hmm.
and he got upset with her because she didn't hit, she didn't hit him right. But there's were times though, as far as the movie shows, and now and they did the um for our man series on it. I mean, for your
Mm-hmm.
man. For Your Man series. For Your Man series is it goes by these women that whatever these men tell them to do, they'll do it, no matter how uh heinous the crime is. And so what
Right.
it is, you're right. Once she got in the room, or once she got where the guy was, here comes the guy coming in, and that's how they, get the guy
Mm, mm.
for the goods.
Right. 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 Exactly.
But like I
Exactly.
said, the person that I know that did some time for that, she was like by herself.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
So it can happen either it can happen
It can
either way.
happen either
So
way.
yeah.
It can happen either way. Yeah. You know. You know. It can happen either way. But I know in most cases, there's usually other people involved. In most cases. You know what I mean? In most cases. So yeah.
But now they're saying that Cardi B is coming back and try to retract. Since the buzz got out there now because of her
Mm-hmm.
popularity and her celebrity status now, it seems
Mm-hmm.
like that she is trying to retract what she had
Right.
said at
Right.
one point.
Right. Right. Wow.
Oh, also, JT, I know a young lady. Um, as a matter of fact, she's related to my grandchildren. I know a young lady now that's doing some years for robbery and kidnapping.
Mm. Wow.
And
Wow.
she's young. Cause how old is how old, I'm not gonna say her name out loud, but how old is she? She could be about I know she's not 30.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they supposed to have done. But now she wasn't by herself, Muhammad's the one. She was
Mm-hmm.
with these people, and they got the guy, and
Mm-hmm.
they kept him hostage,
Mm-hmm.
and they robbed him,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's doing some serious time behind it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
So if
Uh,
it goes back to the thing with Jussie Smollett, if she gets a break, she'll get a break because of her celebrity status.
Status. Yeah. Yeah.
all I'm saying this much, I understand what you're saying and stuff like that, but that just a few. I'm saying like the now is worse, and
Mm.
we have to understand. Like some people were saying that this is a thought sexual world, and no matter what happens, you got these homosexual they pushing us, and they think it's okay. And
Mm-hmm.
so that means us as heterosexuals, we gotta step up and say no.
Mm.
And the sad thing about it, it's not that many of us doing because
Mm.
we want to play the game.
Right.
And then Carly B needs to pay for it, just like Monique was saying. She needs to pay for it. But the way it looks right now,
Mm.
it's not enough outrage for this. This like
But if it is an outrage, JT, if there are no victims, ain't nothing gonna happen. How you gonna convict her without any victims just by what she said?
okay. I ain't gonna say no more. Cause
Well, that.
So why would you stop?
I
No, you
already
need to say some more because I.
no because you're not understand what I'm saying. Even the men, you keep on saying there's nobody coming. There is a difference between how they deal with women and how they deal with men. The law is not the same. If these men come up and say, "Yeah, I got drugs," you know what they're going to say? Why you didn't let us know? I did not know I didn't get drugs. until I remember how I was feeling.
But you don't think that happens to women, JT?
I'm, okay. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to women, but look what happened to Bill Cosby.
Exactly.
All right, then.
But what's the key thing that they had against Bill Cosby? They had all these women, whether they were lying or telling the truth, that came forth.
They ain't gonna happen no man like that. It could be 50 or 60 men come on. They ain't gonna
I
happen like
don't know. I'll disagree with you on that one. Now, if there's
that. Ain't
50 and
gonna
60 men that come forward and said they was the ones that was a victim of Cardi B, something's going to happen to her.
Ain't gonna happen. I'm
What's
telling
not going to happen is, JT, though, the men are not going to come forth.
you, they
That's
are
what's not going to happen.
they
Huh?
are gonna come forward. I'm telling you from personal experience. I seen it myself. I've been through it myself. So anybody know what I'm talking about. I knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, have the men came forth? No.
Yes. Nine
No, they
times
only
out.
they
Well,
what they only are having backlash.
I'm not talking about. I'm not talking about this. We gotta wait and see for this. But I know
Okay.
there are certain things happen. I'm talking for me now. I'm talking about me now. No, I'm saying whatever it is. I'm putting it like that. Whatever has happened to me, I have no. I'm talking about. I tell them what happened, and I still got pushed over. You asking a man, you gonna ask a man that get drugged up. Oh, this happened 5 6 years ago. You sure you got 6 years old? Oh, we gotta take a test. Oh, well, you can't take a test because it's long gone.
But
Well,
that's
shit.
not what happened to Bill Cosby.
Oh well. Oh yeah. Well, because a lot of his stuff, with the statute of limitations, been ran
But that's the difference.
Right.
out.
And he's sitting up in prison right now.
Exactly. So if they want
In
you, they'll
general
get you.
population.
Yeah. If they want you, they'll get you.
Listen, this is the way. Look, we want to believe, especially in our community, that the laws is going to be the same between a black man and a black woman, or man and woman. That is not true. We got to stop being this illusion that's going to happen. Do you? It's going to be a little here and there at times. Yes, I agree on that. But as a whole, it ain't, especially in our community. I hope these men come up and say, yeah, she drugged me. She do this and that. And I want to see how many sisters that's going to back up if these brothers going to come up and is going to say, yeah, this would happen. I want to see how many black women is going to back them up. Because
Well, that depends if they launch. That depends if they launch an investigation into her by now. It starts with
Right.
that
That's
too.
that's what
true,
I'm
right.
saying.
You know, if they launch an investigation, which you hope they did, but we don't know about that right now.
That's
So
true.
we just have to wait.
Just
We have
like,
to wait and
right,
see.
just as Smollett. They closed the case of the state, but the FBI still investigating.
Right. Right.
So
But
Exactly.
we
JT, I don't know where you feel that, because there's a lot of things that happen to women that gets unspoken, and I know we're talking about men, but what I'm trying to say, that's why a lot of women have never came forth and spoke up of some of the things that have happened to them, because you did get, when it comes to sexual crimes, whether it's the male or the female, people overlook those crimes when they happen.
Mm.
but what you see what happened when I talk about the man that you change the subject, and I'm saying that that's the problem right there and there. Why when it comes to some men, we have
No,
to
you
change
know
the subject.
what? It's not that I'm trying to change the subject, but I'm just trying to get you to understand that it. it happens both ways. I'm not trying to change the subject. I know that we're talking about this and what Cardi B did and what they did and what I'm trying to say. I'm hoping that the men come forth so what is due to her is going to rightfully happen because it doesn't happen. But what I'm saying, there's a lot of sexual crimes go unspoken anyway, and people like to look at them as taboo,
Like
Mm.
and particularly when it comes to the men. Yes, it's more harsher when it comes to the men that has been violated from a sexual crime.
I understand what you're saying, and you know, and I respect that. Only I can say to that for me as a black man, and I know what I'm talking about because I've been through it. Good luck, because I do not trust America legal system. It has never been fair, and until we understand that, good luck.
Well, both of y'all are right. All right, both of y'all are exactly right. I'll start with you, Silks. Yeah, a lot of women do because they're not. A lot of them are not believable. That's why they don't speak up. Now, as far as the man getting raped or sexually molested, whatever, if I never forget watching the Law and Order episode. They called the cops to, the guy called the guy. He said he was raped. They laughed at him. They laughed at him. I mean, right off the rip, they laughed at him. They ain't even investigated. You understand? Whereas a woman, they'll be more apt to listen and then form a certain opinion and then do the indictment. But if a guy says it, you know, they say, well, how
Because
you let that happen?
because it's taboo for
Yeah,
a sexual crime to happen for a man.
Why?
And
right.
Why is
that's
taboo?
what's sad.
Why is taboo? I don't understand why it's taboo. It was white woman was raping us to in slavery. Let's talk about that. Why is taboo? It's been going on for centuries.
I understand that, JT, but I ain't the one who's making it taboo. That's just how society has it. And that's why it's hard for men to come forth because like Muhammad's the one said, as the movie was depicted, but that's real life too, that the men will get shamed and laughed or overlooked. And it is sad. It shouldn't happen that way, but that's how society does it. I don't have, it shouldn't happen.
All right.
And you're right. We should discuss it more. But do we? No.
We do,
Yeah, we're doing it on this channel.
but it's not spread enough.
No, because anytime somebody talk about it or mention or whatever, then people will go on with the conversation like it never was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Like nothing to see here, folks. Keep it moving. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But I tell you, on this
Yeah.
channel, we're gonna talk about it. Yes, we are, and we're gonna be fair about it. And I'm going to say this to either men. If you believe in the bullshit, hell with you too. And then if you know it's anybody, and I told any man, if any man know like they in New York, if you hear my voice or not, if you know any of your boys that's in the entertainment business that you know that they was with Carly like 5 or 6 years ago, encourage him to talk up.
Mm.
Cause she got to be stopped. She got to pay for it. And the hip hop community, Bob, stand the hell up.
Mm.
Bunch of dots.
Mm. Yeah, well, that's up to them if they're gonna come out, brother. You know
Yeah, I
what I
know.
mean?
And then,
Good luck with that one.
right, and then the entertainment world. Why y'all protecting her? Huh? Why y'all protecting her? That she don't have no respect for our she don't have no respect for our culture.
Mm.
And then she Hispanic, right, brother?
Yeah.
And then let's go one thing better. She disrespect of the Latins, of the Latin community, the Latin culture, and that's
Yep.
part of our history too.
Yep. Yep.
She
Yep.
disrespecting that. So where our Hispanic brothers and sisters in our community gonna speak the fuck up?
Yep.
Where the fuck y'all at? That is a slap in the goddamn face for Muhammad is the one that did whatever he can to keep on acknowledge his Latin roots within our community and get slapped in the goddamn face.
Yep. No, I hate that with a passion.
Family.
No, I hate that with a passion, brother.
And then at the same time, let's go one day deeper. That actually the slap in the face of our origin of Africa.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the brother too.
Right. Because I know she's embracing that European culture. You see? Yeah. I know that.
Man, listen,
I know that much.
To me, you got some people say, "Oh, to me, certain things and certain circumstances." I get it. You hear what I'm saying? It's true, it is. But when it comes to our history, y'all know how I feel, and I know how you feel. This is disrespectful. We should have talks about of this part. Thanks a lot was blazing in sports. I know you be kicking that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to talk about that. Oh, she's a woman. Or he's a, he actually have the right to be who he wants to be. But these are the people that putting stain on our culture, putting stain on our community.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the professionals, so-called professionals in our community? Huh?
For sure.
Where y'all at?
Yeah, for sure. For shizzle, baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To me, I know I sound a little angry. I am angry. I am angry because we go along pushing this for a long time,
and
it seems like our people some of us turn our heads from it, want to make excuses of this twisted sexual appetite, and it's breaking up our family. It's breaking up the movement. And plus it's shitting on our ancestors that they lay their lives down.
Yep.
And let's not talk about the ones who work in the media. Our people, they suck in this stuff.
Oh boy.
So y'all motherfuckers in hip hop, y'all in the media, I don't want to say, don't even say nothing. Don't. If you want to do something, yeah, y'all go ahead and speak, man. I'm gonna get me something to drink. Go ahead and speak.
Yeah. it's I know it's frustrating, brother. Yeah, and then it's crazy. But like Silk said, society I guess dictates to a lot of people how we should live. You know what I mean? But you ain't gotta follow it. But ah, that's up to them victims, man. They're the ones that are gonna have to come out. Now whether we see that in the coming weeks, we'll find out. If not, then we know what it is. Right, Silks?
All right, but it's going. Something should be done. I'm just saying they.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they coming after people,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you
They
gotta
coming
come
after,
after 'em.
yeah. You know the old saying, they come after certain people at night, they come for us in the morning.
Yeah.
you know? you know? But
But but they always have came after who tends to be the more threat,
sure,
and that's the black man.
sure,
Yeah. But
sure.
how many queens like yourself and a few others will back you up?
Mm,
Not that many. I know out there, I know there are some out there will back you up, but not that many. Because you know
mm,
why? Because some of them are lesbian. They like to play with plastic and they like to licky licky. And they want to follow white supremacists. They want to have white supremacist mindset and policy. Then you got the gays, it's the same thing. They like to plug the second hole. They like to licky lick, tonguey
oh
tongue,
yeah,
and all that.
yeah, yeah.
What do they used to say, Muhammad? I like my salad to be played.
Tossed.
Tossed.
Oh man.
My salad has not been tossed out for 20 years, and I need to be tossed. But nowadays, you know what? It used to be, you know,
Right.
you used to be private. Now they got laws that they can get their salad tossed in public.
Oh yeah. Oh, once that train left the station, never came back, bro.
It
Huh?
never
Have you
came.
guys
Huh?
Huh?
have you guys read her response?
She said that she's gonna sue everybody that's coming out against her. That's the last I saw. That I seen it rather. Is that what it's saying?
I hadn't seen that. Just her
Yeah. She
comment
said.
about. She said, "So I'm seeing on social media that a live I did 3 years ago has popped back up. A live where I talk about things I had to do in my past, right or wrong, that I felt I needed to do to make a living. I never
Hell
claimed to."
no. Hell
There's a
no, ain't no right or wrong. That's wrong. You put it
there's
out
a
there, you deal with it. Hell no.
there's a
See?
victimization right there.
See? She stopped
There-
playing the victim. You hear that,
Yeah.
family? You hear that?
Go ahead. Keep on reading. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Silk.
I never claimed to be perfect or come from a perfect world with a perfect past. I always speak my truth. I always open my shit. I'm a part of hip hop culture where you can talk about where you come from, talk about the wrong things that you had to do to get where you are. There are rappers that glorify murder, violence, drugs, and robbing, crimes they feel they had to do to survive. I never glorify the things I brought up in that live. I never even put those things in my music because I'm not proud of it and feel a responsibility not to glorify it. I made the choice that I did at the time because I had very limited options. I was blessed to have been able to rise from that, but so many women have not. Whether or not they were poor choices at the time, I did what I had to do to survive. The men I spoke about in my life were men that I dated, that I was involved with. Oh, it gets worse. That were conscious and willing and aware.
Oh,
I
So
had
she
a
did that
past
to
that I
guys she
can't
had
change it.
relationships
What
with.
I'll do, huh?
She did that to guys she had relationships with.
so
Wow.
that means,
So that's even worse.
no.
I
Right.
mean, it's bad either way.
Right. Who?
No, I said it's bad either way. Uh,
But I'm saying
So
with dudes that she was
a-
involved with.
and she's going to minimize it as poor choices.
that means they probably didn't even know they was got drugged.
And I
Mm,
know people may seem that if anyone seeing me on this live, they may think that I because I was speaking differently of but my point was that I don't understand why people are looking up to Cardi B anyway. It's not making any sense to me. Why is she set up as the role model for the African American woman? And with this coming out, this is definitely not a role model.
mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
but how many people gonna back you up and say that? And then she got the nerve of talking about hip hop. Oh yeah, this and no. You was first as a stripper. You had that choice. Why these people always want to pick hip hop? You down with hip hop, but you want to blame hip hop. Oh, murders and stuff. Listen, does that happen? Yes. No, we want to talk about you. You drugging men for money. And
Now,
you said it.
Mm, mm,
well, she
mm.
said these men were conscious and willing and aware.
Nah, I don't think. Nah, no. Now you want to put that. See, you hear what I'm saying? Now you want to put victim now?
Mm,
Let's ask the man.
mhm,
Right.
Because your credibility ain't shit. Just as the brother, his credibility ain't shit. In case that
mhm,
picking on Carly B, we picking on that little girl. Well, she never represented for doggone hip hop in our community anyway.
mm,
She
No, she is not the. She's not the. To me, the image of the black woman, and I. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why have people put her up such as a pedestal.
mhm,
she don't even represent of the real. I'm talking about Latin sisters that
mhm,
paid the way like Sicilian them.
mhm.
Let's come on. You know we gonna talk about keeping real. Let's keep it goddamn real.
Right.
Jennifer Lopez, where the hell you at? Gloria
Mhm,
Estefan, where the hell you at?
mhm,
If y'all
mhm.
say that you part of us as a people, part of Africa, this is the time y'all need to take Carly B and check her on this shit.
Right.
If you're going to embrace if you're going to embrace our culture globally, damn it, stand up there.
Mhm, mhm, mhm,
Monet Moore, Cecilia, and then you got Tio Fuentes.
mhm.
She stand on them. They part our ancestors too.
She started Celia Cruz and all of them.
quarter us. So when Chamberlain, where you at? Mark Anthony, where y'all at?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you want to come back to our community and you want us to embrace you? Hell no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I am not. No, hell no, I'm not. No. Y'all want to preach about Africa, but you don't want to embrace. And Sicilian, really more. All these people we talk about, they love Africa. They had Africa in their music. They lived it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
In their own way, they were revolutionaries.
Right. Right.
And I ain't gonna get it. I ain't gonna talk about the late Castro.
Right.
They turn on their grave right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I want to know where's the Hispanic network right now?
Right.
Where the hell
and all of them. Telemundo and all of them. Yeah.
Thank you. Where the hell y'all at?
Where they at, man? Right. Right. Telemundo.
I'm going to look up and see if Telemundo's saying anything about this. Y'all keep talking.
But you want our dollars. You want our dollars though. You want our clout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people of color, or the blacks, we need to stick together because we for the hell fucking no.
Mm-hmm.
I stick with my brother, right, the junior elder. That is my brother. That is my brother. And the rest of them that willing to stand in the fight for one flag, one people, one flag.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know I'm down with that. Please. It's black first, baby.
Exactly. So I want to know why. This is what I want to know. Why we still gotta follow people? They don't want to identify that they goddamn black, but they gotta have certain scenarios. Oh, I'm Hispanic. Oh, I'm this. I'm that. Hell no. Why we should still respect them? Why we still follow them?
Right. Right.
Why we still got to give them dollars and they don't want to come in our community to embrace the fight against white supremacy? Well, I ain't gonna say white supremacy. Against this oppressed system.
Right. 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 Yeah. Well, it's like I told you, JT. when this creepy ass dude went to Puerto Rico and throwing bounty towels to my people, I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah, man.
Huh?
Crazy.
And people taking pictures and cameras. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Yo, man, that broke my heart, brother. That broke my heart. I almost cried on that, man. Huh?
I can't imagine.
Look what they're doing to my people, and my people are going for it. You understand me? You understand me? I said, yo, to my ancestors that lived on that island, huh? You know, I was related to ball players, athletes, mayors, professors. You know, in the Puerto Rico, my grandfather, he had a school named after him. That's standing on the backs of my people. So what is it? Yo, I flipped. So every Latino I saw when I came out my building, I said, come here, man. Come here. I said, so what you think about Trump? Oh, but he's trying to clean up. I said, did you see what he did in Puerto Rico? And they look at me and they walk away. And this is who you want? Yo, I was livid, bro. I was livid for that week. You couldn't tell me nothing, brother. You couldn't tell me a goddamn thing. I said, look what they do. Look what he's doing. He's telling you, he's giving y'all, and I hate to say the word, but he's giving you your nigga moment. He's giving you your nigga moment. Don't think that you're down with them, man. Don't think that you're down. Because you ain't down. You're not. You're not. And I'm very passionate about that, JT, as you know. You know I'm very passionate about that.
No doubt.
You're not down, man. You are not down with that. Stop sucking behind them, kissing their ass. Stop it.
Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, man. And then,
Stop it, man.
And then our Hispanic and brothers in our community, look how they treat y'all when y'all is right. When you're a lesbian too.
Thank you.
You ain't no different.
Thank you. You're put at the back of the line. And this is a message to all my Latino people. Cut the bullshit, man. Cut the bullshit, man. And recognize, man. I'm sorry, JT. I had to get a little.
Yo, I'll be right. Keep on talking. I can take phone call. I'll be right back.
All right, but this is to my Latino people. Stop it. Stop it, man. Because you're not them. And they're telling you every day you're not them. They keep shoving it in your face. You're not them. You are not them. I don't care if people disagree with that. Yo, listen, it's proof is in the pudding. But you're not them. Knock it off, man. Knock it off. Knock that shit off, man. I'm sorry, Silks, man, but I just had to go off on a tangent real quick. You know what I mean?
No, I found something on her, but I don't know how to. From Telemundo.
Yeah. It's in Spanish?
Yeah, I'm not that good at reading Spanish. I can read some of it, but I don't see it saying anything about. They're just giving a background.
Mm-hmm.
What does do you read and speak Spanish?
Yes.
It says Intel solo tres años de carrera. No, I can't do it. It's talking about her. It's talking about her collaborating with artists like Jay-Z, A$AP Rock, Rita Ora, Jennifer Lopez. But they don't. I'm trying to find out if they're saying anything. I don't think they're talking about it. And this article is as late as March, but this came out today, right? March 26th. This article is March 25th.
Okay, so it was a date before.
I'm gonna see if I can find anything else.
It has so to be that you can't get an English translation off that article. It doesn't give you that on the online.
I'll try.
Okay. See, because I think was like just by what you read to me already, I think they're gonna gloss over
it. Right. It says Cardi B, La Mama, Repara Más Estoso del Momento. So something about a minute or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what's EXITOSA is in Spanish.
Hey, spell that again.
EXITOSA. TOSA. And then
Exitosa.
yeah, and then it got Moss in front of it.
Mm.
And then it
Exitosa
has
Mas. Yeah.
Del Momento.
Okay. So I guess something's gonna come out about her soon. I think that's what they're
Okay.
saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's probably
Wow.
what they're talking about. They already knew. But I'm trying to
Mm.
find if they have anything recent on her. Let me see.
Mm.
But if
Oh, what's up, Roy? Honesty. Hold on. We'll get you on. Go ahead.
No, she was reading me the article, on her. Telemundo got a little bullshit article on.
like you guys were saying.
Yeah, they're gonna gloss over it. JT was right. He called it. They're gonna gloss over it. And you said that she collaborated with Jennifer Lopez. And where is Jennifer Lopez? Like JT said, where's she at? Where's she at, man?
Mark Anthony.
Where the hell you at? A-Rod, where you at, man?
Hey, thank you, A-Rod.
Where you at, A-Rod?
I
Where you
started
at?
to say,
Now I put up articles for March 26th and asked about her, and there's nothing in. They talk about Trump, Boeing Airlines.
Yeah, there was an incident today with one of the airlines in Florida. Yeah, with one of them planes.
And it's hard for me because all of this is in Spanish. They talk about some electricians in Venezuela.
Mm-hmm.
There's a $1,000 million, some with the Mexico, some type of construction in Mexico. That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They talk about Alex Rodriguez
Mm-hmm.
and him and J Lo, but
Yeah,
nothing
they
about
got
Cardi.
engaged.
Yeah, they talk about Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm. Everything but the real thing. Yep. Yep.
Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
another one.
Jussie Smollett.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean little? You mean little? Get out the past Monopoly boy.
And that's the only one, and they have that in English. Everything else is in Spanish.
The cover up.
So he got out his state pass card for Monopoly, huh?
Yes, he did. Get out of jail free card, kid.
So he got a gold card, right? But he
And
better.
that's amazing to me because everything is in Spanish, and that's the only article that's in English.
It's the cover up, man.
Yeah.
All
Right?
charges against Empire actor Jussie Smollett dropped. Attorneys for Empire actor said that the charges alleging he lied to the police about a racist and homophobic attack have been dropped. Everything else is in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I wonder why.
I wonder why, right? Family, you hear it in the chat, right? See, they want to put some in Spanish because they know this sort of man. You know what? Man, listen.
Because you're dealing with a black man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the black butterfly herself. How you doing, Roy? Raw honesty.
I'm doing well. How you guys doing tonight?
Hello,
Hey, what's
Ron.
up, sis?
Hello. Hi everyone. Hi Sills. How you doing, baby?
We getting it in
Hello.
tonight.
That's
Hi,
good.
sister. How are you?
I'm doing good, Raul. How are you?
Good. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Just hanging in there. We up here chopping it up. So
Yeah, and underrated and Underrated giving out that bad black smoke
I see.
movement. But they want to rep our community though. They want our advertised dollars. Hell with y'all.
Right.
Hell with y'all. And I feel sorry for my brother Muhammad is the one that all through his life fight for African people in the Latin spirit. And our ancestors in Puerto Rico and other Spanish places around the globe getting spit on. And I know if Castro would have seen this, I know he probably would have had some ghosts. Man, y'all thought you was speaking, man, because yeah, man. And then this is the sad thing about it, right? The Hispanic community got their own network, y'all.
Yep.
I want you to understand in the chat. They have their own network, y'all, for over going on 40 years.
That's right.
Y'all cannot go and check Carly B. But this is the same young lady got the nerve and talk about hip hop, but you make money off hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And us as African people, and here too, we gotta be blamed for this too. Yeah, we do.
I want to ask you a question, JT. Would it have matter if any of her victims were um if all her victims were white?
It wouldn't make a difference. Man is a man. But
She,
I could tell you one thing. If she did it to a white, I guarantee she would talk up. They will talk up because they know the law is going to be on their side. Something's going to happen.
no, they wouldn't.
So I sure don't know.
Because you have to really understand the system in which she operated her sexual predator status. She was being a sexual predator in the strip club. Most men that go to strip clubs don't pursue any charges because they're not supposed to be there. How do you call the cops and then explain to your wife or your partner, oh, hey, yeah, I got robbed and drugged because I was trying to have sex with a stripper? You can't.
Yeah, that's true, sis. But this is what I'm saying. She said she drugged these men. And my point before you came, that still she made a good point. She may ask the question, how many of these men is willing that even if they gonna come and say they was drugged, and I would say I don't think it's gonna go down like that.
They're not going to come forward. But see, and this is where Cardi B reveals her true lack of intelligence, emotional or otherwise. Like, you committed a crime, you got away with the crime. The fact that you go on record stating that, oh, you're really down with the hood because you put in that work, like, what? What?
but
You don't.
but Miss Royalty, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Okay, you said that these guys wouldn't come out because of their wives, or they would because they were caught dead in the spot with their pants down. So how does that apply to the Bill Cosby case?
I mean,
Because the same thing happened. These women were going to see him, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them were married too.
hold, hold on a
Yeah,
second. Where is his cup? I
Were
think
any of those
it's up here.
victims married?
who Bill Cosby's?
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Silks. I'll speak after you finish.
Yeah, in particular at the time when they made those at the time when the allegations were made
Yeah, there
of
was a
him at
couple of them
those
that
times.
were married. Yeah. So doesn't the same thing apply? They both got celebrity status.
It doesn't because they were women. See, This is not just about the fact of the relationship aspect. This is also about the outlook of masculinity in society.
Mm.
Just like
Mm.
most men that are victims of rape and molestation and sexual trauma don't immediately tell, you know what I'm saying, if they ever tell at all. Like I am of the belief that sex crime victims are equal in men and women because unfortunately we live in that type of society, we live in that type of era. But men never tell because then they'll be looked at as less than a man. Oh, you didn't get raped or whatever from no woman because you can't get it up unless you want it. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to change that view in society. It's crazy.
Mm. Mm.
But in reference to the situation with Bill Cosby, you have to understand what that was with Bill Cosby. That's why most of the accusers admitted they were lying. It was a falsification. They did
Mm.
that to Bill Cosby because he was about to buy NBC.
Right.
And they don't want no black people in control of no media outlets because
Mm.
they want to keep pushing this narrative about who
Mm.
we are. And
But
you
Mm.
if
see,
that's the case, and that's true, raw honesty, why is he still in prison?
who, Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Oh, because they're going to punish him. You
Yeah,
see, this was a black man. He played himself, first of all, because he lost a lot of the support for the black community because of how he talked about black people and black men. So the people that could have fought for him probably didn't go as hard as they would have if he wasn't so against all of the brothers and the sisters. And it's sad because the Cosby Show was really an inspiration for a whole generation of African Americans to go to
Mm.
HB, you know what I'm saying, historically black universities, to join sororities and fraternities, to have a purpose, to actually struggle, you know what I'm saying, and work hard for their piece of the American dream. And then he took the most mess. But you're a comedian. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Just like Bob Saget. Bob Saget played Danny Turner on Full House, but I done seen some of his stand up when he was
Mm.
behind the camera. He was who he really was. Bill Cosby
Mm.
got it twisted. He thought because he had made a couple coins in America that they really accepted him.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And they didn't because he tried to make a power move like whatever, and they shut it all the way down. When in reality, he should have just created his own, you know what I'm saying, cable station or something like that, and then worked his way up to mass media. It would have been more of a following. A lot of people don't even know he was trying to buy NBC. That's the crazy part.
yeah, that's true. Back in '92,
Mm. Mm.
but he was trying. But you know what I found out? He was trying to buy the NBC even back in the '80s,
Right.
even or late '70s, and they keep on turning them down. So you're absolutely right. It's just that for me, royalty. I understand what you say. It's just for me that as a black man that love that I love our people, and I'm not going to apologize for it. But it's just for me, it's just that some laws when it comes to our community, it is a gender day, and and then
No,
some.
sex crimes is always going to be a gender thing because, again, men don't want to go through the public humiliation of being looked like as a victim. Men, for the most part, want to always maintain a status and an air of leadership. If you are raped, it's harder, you know what I'm saying, in some people's minds to be looked at as a leader. That's the ultimate weakness. I mean, if you pay, you know what I'm saying, if you pay attention to what society says, men are supposed to be sexually dominant. Being raped is not a sexually dominant thing. It's leaving a victim powerless. So,
Yeah, but if the victim is powerless, that means that the person that's instituting it has dominance over that person, correct?
but you see, these are the laws that men have created and enacted. Men
Mm.
have set the tone of what is and isn't acceptable in society. They say, "Oh, okay, you're a cool dude. You're one of the bros. Come chill with me." Oh, if this is going on with you, you're weak. You're lame. Get out of here, bro. We can't party. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm, mm, mm,
I don't
mm,
know.
mm,
Society that we live in is really, it's harsh, man. It's not for y'all dudes. The parameters set for men is retarded. Y'all gotta be
mm.
strong. You can't have emotions. You can't cry. You can't express your feelings because that's feminine. And then you know what I'm saying? You're weak. Like, it's stupid.
Oh
Or
yeah,
you can't, or you wasn't, or you can't be raped.
oh yeah, I could tell you what's going on YouTube.
Absolutely.
I could tell you what's going on YouTube. I mean, cut you off. I can tell you what's on YouTube right now. Oh, I seen brothers talking about certain things they feelings about Africa or cooking and stuff. Which one? I hear stuff like that too from brothers, but they fail to understand, fail to realize when you cook, when you do them other things, you advocate for yourself. Stupid. It's not all about reading books. It's not, I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. Ain't no about reading books. It ain't all about analyzing. It ain't all about having the technical. It's all about having make sure that your masculinity is strong. Make sure your masculinity is multi. And that's what I am advocating. There are some brothers that don't know how to fix things. Like for me, I'm not a handyman all that good, but I'm working on it. But I know how to do other things. It doesn't mean that my masculinity ain't strong because it's very strong. It's very pure. And us as black men, even I mean our community, we have to understand we get off these power tricks, man. Well, how this oppressed system is becoming to be, because if not, and we're gonna be so much divided that is crazy.
We already are.
Hmm.
Fractured, more is more or less the word.
Right.
Mm,
I
Well,
find myself daily like, is there really hope? Can we really
the,
be united? Can we really grow as a people? Because the effort it would take to do that is, you know what I'm saying, ridiculous. You got to be Hercules to put black people back together again.
that's true. And plus,
she got a
especially,
point. Mm.
yes, you got a point. And then at the same time, do we want to get back together?
I don't think so because so many people just be running off at their mouth, putting 2110, putting a super negative, you know what I'm saying, energy out there on both ends of the field. You got black men talking bad about black women. You got black women talking bad about black men. You got light skinned people talking bad about dark skinned people. Dark skinned people talking bad about light skinned people. And where we at? We might as well be back in the fields picking cotton because we surely haven't advanced, really. We put away our cotton pigs for pay stubs and punching in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Oh,
they created a society where you got to work your whole life away just to
yeah,
live.
yeah, that's true. Muhammad's the one. I want to share this with the family. You remember that I was disappointed because I would do a special Martin Luther King, and for the first hour and a half, Holly, nobody wasn't in the chat. It was me,
Right,
you, and the panel. And
right.
finally Rain Woman came in. And you man, we was
Mm.
joking around, and we was joking around, y'all. And I said, man, if I was said I hate black women, I slap the shit out them and all like that, man. I probably get a super chat right then and there. And
You'd have been had a
also,
super chat.
yeah, and then after that, I said, Roy Honesty and Silks, I said like this, man, maybe I should invite some hatred brothers and sisters and have it going for 8 hours, and I'd be on the couch, and I'd be like, let me get some sleep, and y'all just go at it. I guarantee I get a damn super chat right then and there. I probably
Yeah.
get 4 K views. I'm telling you. Let 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 let,
True.
let, let me talk about this no good son of a bee. She got the nerve to do this and that. And I keep on banging and banging. And then I have a whole I have full of uh, full of people on the panel that say the same thing and have little arguments here and there. And
You have
oh
over
my
50,000
goodness, I
subscribers,
mean
brother.
just thousands. I had
Right.
so much stuff. I had so much people to support me. I don't know what's going here.
Hmm.
And it's true.
You know, yeah, because when we speak of things of importance in our lives, a lot of people don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with it. They don't, you know, it's too much. It's too much for them to deal with at this point in time. You
Nah,
know,
it's the blame game.
what
It's
do you
the
mean?
blame game. It's easier to say, oh, it's not me, it's you. Oh, it's not you, it's me. Oh, it's not us, it's them. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say all of that instead of being able to turn the telescope inward and be like, oh no, maybe if I just did this one thing, or maybe if we just did this one thing, it would be something different. That takes too much effort. That takes a putting down of an ego to bind together for the greater good. And in other cultures, especially Asian, they are taught how to live their life for themselves and their people from birth. We're told
Right.
how to scrap to survive because it's a cold hard
Mm-hmm.
world and nobody don't care about you. So if you
Mm.
taught from when you young that nobody don't care about you, you got to fight through this world for what you want. At what point do
Mm.
you really understand unity? What, the 28 days of February, when in fact 8 of
Mm.
those
Mm.
days
Mm.
are a
Mm.
weekend, one of those
Mm.
days is a holiday, maybe two. So out of 20 days, you maybe get taught 18 days of a lesson. And it's not like they're dedicating full days to that. You getting maybe a half an hour in social studies to learn Black
Mm.
history. Come on now. And then us as Black people, we got to do better because do we only teach our children about their history during February? Should it not be a everyday thing, a every week thing, a every month thing? Like it should be all the time. What do we do? Black History Month, church is popping, everybody lit. They have a one service on Martin Luther King Jr. Day, maybe a couple little, words at a Bible study or something, and then the rest of the month it's radio silence. Because matter of fact, Martin Luther King Day we celebrate that in January, so February is just kind of it's Black History Month, but there ain't no education. Or is it Kwanzaa at Christmas time? Because we celebrating that to identify, but is that who we really supposed to identify with? We don't even
Well,
know if we. Go ahead.
no, I think off of what you piggyback off of what you just said though, it's what we allow. It's what we allow. See, we don't have to allow that. This is what I'm saying. If we stop allowing these things to happen, you'll see change. But the thing is, we allow, it's like that bully in your neighborhood when you grew up. He kept pushing you around. He kept pushing you around. Then one day you just got tired of it and you cold cocked him in his jaw. He never bothered you again. You see what I'm saying? So, every reaction deserves action deserves a reaction because it's what we allow, sister. Think about it.
I do think about that often.
Yeah,
It is what
think
we
about it.
allow, but you also gotta to realize the conditioning. Like, okay, even with you, right? You are Latino with African descent. You're Afro Latino. Now,
Yeah,
even in that community, is oh well, you're not Spanish, you black, or you know what I'm saying? Whatever,
yeah,
you don't know. You know what I'm saying? People try to downplay that. They try to shit on who you are as a person, for a lack of a better phrase at the moment,
right,
because your skin
right,
is brown. So, and that's just in the community. Even now, look at the celebrities. Even since we talk about Cardi B, let's talk about her. There's always this conversation if she's black, but she ain't never really come out and say, yo, I'm a black woman, but you know what I'm saying, I'm also
right,
Spanish too. She don't never really address that. Like, we are
right,
conditioned mentally that just
right.
being a color is bad everywhere we
Mm-hmm.
go, because society is conditioned that our skin color is bad, but only after we stop working for free. Understand that.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Now, so everywhere you go, oh, you a problem just because of the color of your skin. That's
Oh,
crazy.
but trust you and me though. I've had to straighten out a lot of my Latin people on that. And then when I did it both in Spanish and English. And when I got through with them, I told them, let me tell you something. I got more history, family historical points on that island than you ever had. So let's name that. So I go through the names, I go through the, and they look at me and they said, "What? That was your grandfather?" Yes. They named the school after him. Roberto Clemente. Yeah, that was my cousin. Orlando Cepeda. Yes, we were related. You understand? See, so when I hit them with different historical points of that island, they look at me like, oh shit. See, because they know I was born here in New York. So they call you a New York Rican or whatever, whatever. I said, let me tell you something, man. When I go down there, they know what's happening when I get down. Okay. But now, and I've seen it, just when I was in the, for my hips in the rehab center, now there was these two Spanish women. They always tended to this white guy, always walk by me. They'll ask me, "Oh, Mr. Carmona, you all right?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I need this. Then they'll take their time because they know that I'm a Afro Latino brother, but they say, "Oh yeah, well, he dark skinned, so he'll wait." You're right because I've gotten that treatment. But you know what? It's like my mother was my inspiration to that because she used to stand up to those type of people. And she used to give them the business. I used to sit there laughing. Like, wow. My mom was a strong black Puerto Rican woman. She didn't take no shit from nobody. And I remember one day the residence where I lived, when she was living at the time, this one she claims to be white, but she's a Puerto Rican woman. She told my mother, "Well, Miss Carmona, I'm white. So my mother looked at her and said, "Well, if you're white, then I'm Santa Claus." Yo, I fell out. I was eating something. I dropped my food. And I was like, oh my God. So she gave me that drive. And she used to tell me, son, don't let nobody misplace you in any type of form or fashion. This is what you are. And I rode with that. You understand? So, yeah, you're right. It happens in the Latino community because now they're getting whitewashed. And it's that European influence. We know that. We know
Right.
that. We
But
know
that's
that.
that's the
Go ahead.
society that we live in too. Like
Yeah.
even think about silks, and I'm sure you'll be able to agree with me. When women decide that they don't want to wear weave no more and they go natural, or they cut off their hair and they go natural, you know what I'm saying? And their hair is not that 3C super curly caliente hair, then it's, oh, well, why she went natural? Her hair looks a mess, and whoop 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 and wop wop wop, like everything that's essential to who we are. They diminish us, they talk bad on us, they make us feel like crap. But then they turn around and they get the lip injections and they get the butt injections and they get the titties and they get their
Mm.
hips redone and they get their body reshaped so that they look like us. They want to mirror us, but they hate us. And in turn, their hate for us is projected on us. And then we as a people hate ourselves. It's crazy.
Lack of knowledge of self. That's right.
So when you were speaking of the hair, you were speaking of others with our hair or our own self with our hair.
Both, Silks, both. Because I know, I'm sure you've come across a sister or two that'll be like, oh, girl, look at her hair. Why she let her hair be natural? You know what I'm saying? And then other people looking at us too, like, oh, look at that cotton mop on their head or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Even down to hair care.
Cause I'm natural and I have some nieces that are natural. And one of my nieces said that when she wears her own natural hair and she has lint, and when she wears her own natural hair, she said people are meaner to her.
Really?
Soon
Right.
as
That's
she
the
put
point I
on a
was making.
weave, but soon as she put on a weave, they're nicer. and I'm natural, and I know we're horrible. I was even told that I was going to go on an interview at one time, and this lady told me, she said, "Well, aren't you going to do something to your hair? You're going to at least put on a wig."
Mm-hmm.
Said something is
Whoa!
done to
Are you
my hair.
serious? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Oh, you get hate on all the time with your natural hair, whether it's our own people or other people. Until it gets a certain length, or you have to really, really work on it and style it and keep it, because the way I'm styling it now, I'm getting more compliments. But when you want to wear it out and loose,
Mm-hmm.
Unless every single curl is popping and shiny and frizz free.
and it doesn't happen like that all the time.
Right. You could do the banging twist out. You could be in your house like, yes, yes, I look good. Yes. And as soon as you step outside, it's a bit of humidity. Forget it. All your work is for nothing. And people
Wow.
will look at you like you raggedy and like you don't care nothing about yourself and you ain't wash yourself or brush your hair or nothing. They treat you real bad just for being who you are in your skin. And Silks is right because if you got a big old fro and like your hair is, you know what I'm saying, mid back or to your waist, then people respect it. But while you're on the journey to get there, people have no respect at all unless you got that super Spanish fly wavy curly hair or something like that.
Wow.
And then they have
Wow.
names for it. Snapback. What is that?
Hmm. They even have categories and classifications. Do you have
Yeah.
3A,
A,
3B,
B,
3C, 3D?
4.
Yeah. So what I have
Wow.
here, that's what I have here. High
So I have a
porosity.
mixture of a 3C and 4B. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Right. And
And
then
they be
too,
trying to make products to match all this.
right. And what Silk said is true. You could have the greatest hair in like three quarters of your head, and you have one part of your hair that is textured a little thicker. Baby, it don't matter how much of that product you put for the other part of your hair that makes the rest of your curls nice. That one patch ain't never gonna come out right.
And
And
Mm.
don't
then,
let have don't let and we and don't let have too many different textures, because I have a certain texture to my hair, and this young lady, she wears her hair natural as well. And then one of the co-workers, black woman, that keeps hers permed up, and she's going bald, look like, but I don't want to talk about that because that damage, that heat, of some of the things what we try to do to have this hair, different various hairstyles. She said that the lady's hair was nappy, and I said, and dry and rough. I said, her hair is not rough.
Mm.
You see
Mm.
how it's
Mm.
described?
yep.
Wow.
And it was in all those things. She said, "Yeah, it looks rough, but it's because she touched her hair before. She said, and then that's another thing. Them always touching you, putting their hands up in your hair. But her
Yeah.
hair looks. She said it looks rough, but it's not. I said her hair doesn't even look rough. And me and her
Mm.
was
Mm.
going back and forth, back and forth at work. Yes, it does. It does look. I said, no, her hair doesn't look rough.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
And this is our own sister. I mean, So yeah, you get a lot of hate, as Ra and his T is saying, with your own, just being trying to be your own self.
You really do,
Wow.
and it's disgusting. And then, like, whenever they make a product that's universally good for all hair types, the European companies come in, buy into it, and the African American creator owner gives over because they're greedy for the money. They change the formula, and then it no longer works for black hair.
Mm.
Silks. When they
Mm.
bought out Carol's daughter, and what's that other one? Shea Butter Moisture. Did you not see the change in how the product worked?
Well, I don't even buy them.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand when the change came over?
Mhm.
I. I don't even look at them products. Kimberly Lee's got a product. I don't know who's manufacturing her, but it seemed like it's a pretty decent product.
Oh, I'll look into that. Thanks, sis.
But no, because it was too. The thing about it was too commercial. I was just wondering, especially Shea Moisture. Carol's daughter, I got on it a little bit too late. If she was, it was already sold.
Okay.
Wow,
So yeah, so it's
that's crazy. Damn,
But back to Cardi
y'all.
B though too. Like what you guys have to understand about Cardi B is Cardi B started on social media. And
Right.
the
yes.
only reason that she even has as much shine as she has is because she had so many followers before she came to the television stage. And her behavior, even then, was atrocious. But that feeds
Mm.
into that colorism narrative. Because when they had the little brown girl on there, Tommy, she's doing the same stuff as Cardi B. So why is it she was always vilified and Cardi B and her nonsense was always glorified because she
But
got
what?
that light skin.
But wasn't Tommy supposed to have some Latin roots?
Yes, I think that her people are from the Central America. I think they're like from Belize or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But
Okay.
yeah, and excuse me. So they put her down, and she's brown skin, and they bigged up Cardi B, and she's a whole hot ghetto mess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes,
they both have
yeah.
their moments of ratchetness, but Cardi B is not. If I'll put it to you this way, if Cardi B was 3 shades darker with that same behavior, none of the endorsements she has right now would she ever have.
Would be have, yeah. Yeah, that's
But
true.
they are pushing her behavior. It seemed like that people are applauding her and they like it for her to behave in that manner.
Yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
does.
Yeah, that's what got her the popularity is the behavior.
And the
Mm-hmm.
music, like listen to her songs. Up with me and get some money. What? That's not how ladies should speak, but I
No,
mean,
she'll take your money. No, let me.
right.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow. Mm-mm-mm.
So, but yeah, but it will be a double standard that the fact that these are people that she said she dated from the article that I mean, from her response I just read, and she was drugging and robbing them, then that is a double standard.
It is, and I had put up a clip of it in a video I did earlier. I'm gonna play you guys the clip though, because I don't know if you guys heard it. Did you guys hear it?
No.
Okay, so I'll play it for you.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
You gotta go to a good studio and you gotta put in that work. I did it with my money. So for a bitch to say that I don't motherfucking deserve it because I don't put in no fucking work, now that's when I feel like niggas is fucking. Cause I did it myself. Niggas want to forget, my nigga, the shit that I did. To motherfucking survive. Like, I had to go straight. I had to go, oh yeah, you wanna fuck me? Yeah, let's go to this hotel. And I drunk niggas up and I robbed them. That's what I used to do.
Right.
Wow.
Mm.
Right. So regardless
Wow.
of if anyone ever decides to come forward, she has made an admission of guilt.
Guilt.
Yeah.
Period.
Wow. Wow. You heard that, JT?
Yes.
Now, only thing that won't happen to her that if she ever when at that time when she was doing this and ever got caught and got convicted.
Mm, mm,
But
mm.
I think the statute of limitation on sex crimes in New York City is 25 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
she wasn't stripping 25 years ago because she's barely 26 now. So
Right.
I
Right.
think that she could still be you know,
Facing charges. Yeah.
yes.
But how much though?
Well, it
Please, they'll
depends
probably
who
give her a
comes
slap
forward.
on the wrist.
Yeah, it
But do you
depends who
think
comes
that she
forward.
could face any charges without any victims?
Um, I think it would be a hard case for them to pull, but with that admission, yeah, I think they could do it. Cause she admitted it. That's what I used to do. I used to have to go have sex with dudes at the hotel or make them think that and drug them and rob them. Like you're admitting to prostitution. You're admitting
Right.
to illegally administering medication. You're admitting
Right.
to kidnapping, holding
Yeah.
someone hostage, rape. Like it's just so
Ooh.
much.
But all right. Well, Ryan, Steve, I want to say this though. I understand what I'm saying. The last part you saying. Do you
Yeah.
think that society is ready to acknowledge that?
No, because society was there to be a perpetual war between men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Period. And they really don't want men to tap into their power because if y'all actually were, you know what I'm saying, in touch with your logic and y'all have balance in your spirit, then y'all would be better leaders. And they push leadership for, other races. They don't really push leadership in the African American community. Even when people are arrested and detained, how many times do people really issue out accountability? No, this person committed a crime and they're in jail. No, we'll tell our children,
Mm.
oh, this person has gone off to school or they're on a
Go on
vacation.
vacation.
Yeah, that ain't no vacation. And then you tell children that they've gone off to school or gone off to vacation or, you know what I'm saying, families and loved ones. And then you tell them, oh, well, make sure you write so and so or come up, let's go visit them or put money on their books. Kids are not dumb. Young people are not dumb. So you pushing a narrative that, oh, this is cool. This is acceptable. This is socially okay. And then because they created climates in our communities where it's very hard for us to find decent paying jobs because if your mama named you Ray Ray or something like that, you know what I'm saying, something ethnic, your resume is not even getting across the table. It's going
Mm.
right to
Mm.
the trash. Trash.
Mm.
Trash. So what are we left to do? Become business owners. And I would never knock no dude that goes in the street hustling because they're an independent operator.
Mm.
But
Mm.
they're not taught how to take that level of intelligence, that hustle, that marketing, and put it into a business that's going to be legal.
Right. Right. Like get a laundromat. Get a few things. You can start off basic. Yeah.
Exactly. And I
Mm.
think that is too also why power receives a lot of negative press and negative feedback. Because even though their main character was like a killer and a drug dealer, he was smart enough to open up a couple businesses. He was smart enough to know how to launder that money. And that's a
Mm.
problem. That's a threat.
Mm.
I don't know.
Mm. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Absolutely. 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 Hmm. Things that can enhance the community too, because what you're doing is building an empowerment zone. Hmm. Yeah.
Right. And they've been scared of that ever since.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ever since what? Like the Black Panther Party, even farther back, Black Wall Street. And you see what they did to us in Black Wall Street. And I don't
Oh
care.
man.
That scared black people.
Yeah, it did. It did. It did. That's why they have the fear they have today. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And
The
then
K.
Eve, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I said the KKK and the government conspired to level that Black Wall Street. Yep. Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just like whatchamacallit, when that woman came forward and she said that she lied, you got Emmett Till killed, you got
Right.
all of Black Wall Street wiped out, and you get to
Yep.
go to your grave with a clear conscience. No, there should have been some type of litigation
Retribution.
behind that. Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
But they put, oh,
Yep.
she's too old to go to jail. But Bill Cosby,
Cosby's
almost
in
90 years, right.
Mm.
okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And we sit back
Yeah, man.
as a community and we don't band together for nothing. And we don't speak out and we don't push an agenda for nothing. For nothing.
Yeah.
Like when what's his face? George Zimmerman got away with killing Trayvon Martin.
Oh, don't even speak on that, man. Oh, serious, baby.
I have
Because if
to.
that was my son, he'd have never made it to court.
Right. Not only that, but the point I was just about to make was when Kanye said that slavery was a choice, you know what I'm saying? I got what he was saying. We choose to be mental slaves to the system and the bull crap. But when he
Yeah.
said that, the Bloods and the Crips was like, oh, we're going to kill you because that's so disrespectful. But George Zimmerman's
But he
still
was right
breathing.
though.
Right.
But he was right. He was right. If you understood what he said, it's a choice. Because we don't have to, it's what you allow. It's what you allow.
Exactly.
You
And it's
know?
right. And it's like every time a great leader tries to step up, we already as a society are conditioned to go and attack them because how dare you speaking against what the great American way. Look at Colin
And,
Kaepernick. He took a
yep.
knee because the song that everybody sings so freely is very heavily steeped in racism and saying that we as brown people
Exactly.
ain't worth nothing. And black people still sat up there watching the NFL. Man, listen, I was over it. Over it.
Oh, oh, I heard worse. I had a friend of mine. I was driving with him, and I said, "Yo, he's making a good point, right?" He said, "Yeah, but this ain't the time to do it." I said, "So when is it? When is going to be the time?" I said, we should go behind this
Well,
dude,
man,
man."
listen,
And he told me, you know what he told me? He said, "I'm not losing what I got for no nigga."
right.
And I
Mm.
looked at him. I said, "What? What?" I said, "Suppose when they come to your door one day, what you gonna do?" Well, I don't want
Well,
to talk about it.
right. But now get this,
uh,
because I was in a chat the other day, right? And I really
yeah.
want everybody on the panel to give me your opinion. So
Okay.
these men were in there talking about, the woman that had got attacked in the alleyway at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it was a debate on whether black women deserve protection. So I'm the only one. Like there was one other girl, two other girls on there, whatever. They're like, no, because the ratchets don't deserve protection, and my husband or my brother is not gonna give up his life for the ratchets. And I'm like, what is wrong with people? Do you realize that any person that's angry in that moment, they gonna look like they ratchet? It doesn't mean that they are ratchet or they don't deserve protection. Like somebody could look at you and think you ratchet. I don't know. The whole conversation made me so aggravated. What do you guys feel about that?
I think I heard a little bit of your conversation. I think I turned to it, and a lot of people were just putting out a different, epitaph to that. But let me explain something to you, because something like that, similar, not similar, yeah, similar, happened to me. On my well, damn, I'm telling my age, but it was on my 50th birthday 10 years ago. Okay, so I was taken out by two of my boys. We went to this sort of like a bar restaurant in Manhattan. Okay, so we were sitting in the back eating our our food, whatever, drink, whatever, and they had this downstairs part. So we saw these six black girls come in, and they went straight downstairs. So my boy said, "Damn, I wonder where they going. They probably going to a bachelor party." "Well, how do you know?" I said, "Trust me. Six of them going downstairs like that. That means some white boys are downstairs waiting for them. Trust me on that." So we came outside to get some air because one of my boys he smokes cigarettes. So we're standing outside, and those girls came back upstairs. The five white boys came behind them. Now, meanwhile, one of them, I turned to him and said, "Oh, hello, how you doing?" And she just looked at me like, "I don't know you." You know, no. She gave me like this attitude. I said, "Oh, no problem, miss. I'm just saying hello. I ain't trying to marry you." So I just ignored her. These white boys came after her because apparently they didn't finish the job of what they were paid to do, or whatever that entailed. Okay. So they paid those girls a good, handsome amount of money. So this white boy was getting ready to get in the face of the girl that gave me the attitude. So her friend comes to me. She said, "Listen, you gonna let this white boy do that?" So I said, "Look, she gave me an attitude, but I'll tell you what I'm gonna do for you. Let them talk it out. If this dude raises his hand on her, then I'll go all out. As soon as I see that, I'm gonna tell y'all to keep walking, okay? Because this is gonna be an ugly sight. That's the best I could do for you." She said, "All right, just lay cool." So I kind of like just turned around where, in case this guy struck the girl, I could be in position to get him. You dig what I'm saying? So he didn't do it though because he looked at me and he saw my side because I'm a big dude. And then he just went back downstairs. And then her friend came to me and told, well, before she came to me, she told the friend that gave me the attitude. She said, "You know what? You should apologize to that big dude because all he said was hi to you. You gave him an attitude, but yet him standing here prevented you from getting your face bashed in." So the girl came to me and she said, "Yo, I'm sorry." You know, and da da da. I said, "No problem, baby. Just be careful out here because when you do things like that, you gotta be, especially with them people, you gotta be careful. Just be careful and get the hell on out of here. Go home. All y'all go home." So they all left, you know. But from what I understand, royalty, and maybe you have more insight to that incident. I was told that three brothers were actually filming that incident of the girl.
Yeah, like she was filmed and they didn't do anything. And because I said that was horrible and no man should think that way, they try to say I was a man hater. It's salute to you, brother, for being a real man that even though she was ratchet and a little rude, you was still there to protect her. Because the point that I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, bring about when I was in that conversation was black women always deserve to be protected just like black men because we are not the enemy to each other. They are the enemy to us sometimes. Like,
Exactly, exactly. And when she came to me with the attitude, I really didn't take it like personal. I just like, okay, you probably having a bad day. So I just turned back around and talked to my boy. But then I said, hold up, man, we can't we can't leave yet. He said, yeah, but the way she talked, I said, we can't leave yet. We're gonna stay right here until there's a resolution to this. So we stood our ground, and the two white boys looked at me. They said, nah, and then one of them looked at me and said, yeah, that's just a big dude over there, man. And I don't know if he's with them. And I said, yeah, y'all can go ahead on, man, because ain't nothing gonna happen in my presence. I'm sorry, dude. Y'all can get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but
facts. Facts.
yeah, I said, get the fuck out of here. Go back downstairs where you came from. And I said, ladies, now's your time to get out of here. Get a cab. Get a cab. Matter of fact, hold on. A cab came by. I said, yo, cab, hey. I said, yo, get in this cab and get out of here. And they were like, thank you, brother. I said, yeah, all right, no problem. You know, that's one on the house. But you know, I'm not gonna let that happen. I was livid years ago with the Eric Gardner case because he comes from where I come from in Staten Island. And you know, when he got choked by them cops, I'm saying, yo, people are walking by just looking at that. Yo, you think I would have went right to them cops. Yo, man, enough, man. Enough. Oh, but you'd have got arrested. I don't care. If I had to rumble with the cops, then it would have been a rumble. But I'm not letting you hurt my brother like that. Choker, and he says he can't breathe, and you're on top of him. I mean, I don't, sometimes with our people, I don't know, but I know I ain't wasn't gonna allow that. And especially a sister that, come on, man, come on. Any man that puts his hand on a sister to me, like I can't get with that. You know what I'm saying? I just like, nah, because we're physically stronger than they are. So, but I know some sisters that I throw down though, but uh, yeah, nah, I just can't do that. I just can't do that. Yeah. But I heard a little bit of your thing, and I was like, damn, these people are going off, man. What's going on? You
Yeah, I
know?
had to just hang up on that one. Like, yep. Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, yeah. You got some doozies out there. You got some doozies out there. But I know I would never, even where I live. I know I know this mother, and she has two. At that time, them girls was like what, 15, 15, 14, 15. They were coming from somewhere, but we were sitting on the benches by my building, me and my crew, and these two dudes was following them. So when they came, they saw me, and they said, "Hey," they call me Uncle Raul. They said, "Uncle Raul." I said, "Yo, come here." So they came towards me. I said, "Yo, y'all all right?" I gave him a little hug and said, "Oh, them guys was following." I said, "Oh yeah." So I looked up and I got up off the bed. I said, "Yo, homie, not Ed. You can turn around, man. That your night's over." And they looked and they took off. I said, not here, buddy. So you just try to protect the women and the children of the community, especially the children. I don't play that. Yo, I don't play that, man. Just like I don't know if you remember, bro. Honesty, remember right after when Trump got was it the inauguration day, and I think there was like, damn, it was like 5,000 or 6,000 girls from DC, teenage girls disappeared.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, where was these white women groups about that? Where were all these feminists about that?
They ain't care nothing about that. Oh, excuse me, y'all.
Yeah.
They, you know what I'm saying? They piggyback off the black issues whenever it suits them, and then they
Right.
dispose of us whenever it suits them too. So black people that just have a self mentality confuse me. Like the system is not
Mm,
built for you.
right. Right.
And people don't
Now,
even understand. They still label us three-fifths property in the Constitution of the United States of America. Those words
that's
should be
right.
stricken from the history of the record. But no, oh, it's amended, so that's cool. Nah.
Three
Amendments can
fifths of the
always
human being.
right. Amendments can always be re-amended. And because that is still in their Bible literature, that is the
Mm.
Bible literature of a patriot. That we are three-fifths property. And people don't see the problem. It's so
Right.
confusing to me.
Yeah. Three fifths. That's fecal matter, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh my god. And but you see, a lot of our people they subscribe to that white theory, and I'm like, yo, what are y'all doing?
Right. They don't
You
even
know?
realize that because people get so amped up and so excited about the 14th Amendment, but they forget the 13th Amendment, though, says if
Mm-hmm.
you violate one of the laws of this land, you a
Mm-hmm.
slave for the time that
Mm.
you're incarcerated. And they set
That's
it up
right.
in these jail systems so that you repeat offend while you're incarcerated, so you stay there longer.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll say this little bit of tidbit, and then I'll hand it over to JT and Silk. When some years ago when I worked for the Department of Juvenile Justice, so it's a joint up here in the Bronx called Spofford. That's where they lock the kids up. So I had to go pick up these three kids from the van and then take them through up to be processed. So there was three of them, and I kept looking at this younger kid, and I said, "Wait a minute, man." I said, "Yo, my man, how old are you?" He said, "Me?" He said, "Yeah, you." He said, "I'm 12 years old." I said, 12? And you got arrested? What the hell was you doing? He said, "Nah, I was lookout." I said, "You were?" Okay. You're going back home because he was too young to go into that penal system. So I had to run with these kids down to the to the administration part, let my bosses know, listen, this kid is too young. They told me what? I said, ask him his age. So they asked him. They had told him, he asked him when his birthday was. He just turned 12. They had to turn him over back into his parents' custody. It was a good thing I asked him that because that kid would have been put in the system at 12 years old. Let that sink in.
They didn't have his age. How did he get mixed up that far? Or they just didn't care?
Because no, because he got arrested with these other two. See, I don't know if they were co-defendants or not. I couldn't tell you that because they all three came together. Maybe they were caught in different crimes or whatever, but I couldn't tell you if they were co-defendants. But when he did tell me his age, that rang alarm bells. So I had to report that right away. I couldn't let that slide. And then they told me, they said, well, look, you got to get this kid's information, call his parents, and tell them to come pick him up. So that's what I did. We made the arrangement. The parents came. We let him go. And the kid looked at me like he just said, "Thank you, man." I said, "Yeah, but yo, don't get into no trouble in the streets. You know, just leave that alone. You're too young for that, man. 12 years old." That blew my mind. I was like, "Huh?" So I did a number of years, and then I just couldn't take it no more. Just seeing our young boys, because at that time, remember, in the late '80s, early '90s, that's when they was doing the school to prison pipeline. See, this is what they did. Because I worked in the school system before that in special ed. And what they would do with those kids in special ed, if they didn't perform up to task in school settings, they made sure they set them up in different areas. These kids would do crimes and end up over there because I had some of the same kids I had in the classroom would end up over there. And then when I walk in, they said, "Mr. Kamoni, what are you doing here?" I said, "No, the question is, what are you doing here? I told you what was ahead. Didn't I tell you that?" But you didn't listen. You didn't listen. Now look where you're at. So they take them from 13 up to 17. I think it's 17. Yeah, because when they turn 18, if they are convicted in their cases, then they go upstate. And that's when they start doing the real time. You know what I mean? But I couldn't believe that one. I said 12 years old. Wow. Wow. Royalty, that blue silks, JT, that blew my skull. I was like, wow. I didn't think that was possible, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. What y'all think about that one?
I agree. Well, I'll let Silks or JT speak. I know I've been talking a lot.
uh,
No, I agree with you. I'm just shocked that he got that far, even to you.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how did
Right.
they then?
Once they arrest the black kid, they don't care. Once they put the cuffs on them, the rest is history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
We even
true.
had some kids, we even had some kids that were released off good bit and come back in 24 hours. I was like, man, come on, man. You again, man?
Oh,
you know? yeah.
oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, yeah, go ahead, JT.
No, I was waiting to say yes.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you this one last one, and this would be it for me for the night because I'm getting ready to crash out. But anyway, there was this other kid on my dorm. He was 16. Okay, so I worked the 3 to 11 shift. So at that point, they showered. They were about, they had to go to bed a certain time. So they turned their lights out in their room. They don't lock the doors because, we had to go and flip the lights on and see that they're doing okay. So I had told my coworker, because there was three of us, and I said, listen, let me go up the hall on this side because this kid has been kind of unusually quiet the past few days. They said, okay. So I'm walking up, flip on the lights. Okay, he sleep, he sleep, he sleep. When I got to the fifth room where this kid that I was talking about, I flipped on the light. This kid was trying to hang himself.
Mm.
He had the sheet around I don't know how he got it around that closed window because it was like a cage window. But he almost was about to snap his neck. So I said, oh shit. So I barged in the room, got him down, and I said, yo. So I called my work and the supervisor. I said, yo, man, this kid was about to hang it up. They was like, oh my God. So we had to write incident reports and this and that, this and that. I couldn't leave until all of that was resolved, right? So now, after I finished writing everything, I go revisit the kid in his room. So at this point, when you see a kid like that, you take away the bed sheets, shoestrings, sneakers, anything that he could use to tie himself up. You take all of that away. Okay, he's sleeping on a regular mattress or whatever. So I sat down with him in his room and I said, yo, man, why was you getting ready to hang yourself up? He told me, he said, Mr. C, he said, listen, man, I'm getting ready to go to court in the morning. I'm facing a lot of time. Me and three of my co-defendants, man, I think they got us dead to right, and I can't take that, man. I said, listen, man, first thing I'm gonna tell you right now, what you do when I leave here, you get down on your knees and pray to the God that you serve. Number one, all right? You do that. Then when you get up from that prayer, just go to sleep because you never know. They might have botched the evidence. Anything can happen, brother. So don't sell yourself short. And he looked at me. I said, you just never know, man. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
So then they went to court in the morning during the AM shift. I came back that 3 to 11 shift the next day. I go down the list in my book. The kid never came back from court. I said, oh shit. So then the last bus comes in around 11 at night. All the kids came back. The kid never came back. I said, oh, this kid might have beat it. This kid might have beat his case. So I'm thinking, I'm hoping for the best. And the next few days after, I had like 4 days off because I was working like overtime in the swing shifts. So I went into Brooklyn because I had to go make a trip into downtown Brooklyn. I'm coming out this building and this kid just runs into me. And he just hugs me. And I'm like, who the fuck is this? Then I looked up, I said, yo, aren't you that kid that? He said, yeah, man. I said, what happened? He said, yo, they couldn't place me at the scene of the crime, man. And my lawyer got me out. I said, say word. He said, yo, man, if it wasn't for you, now look at that. I would have hung myself and look at that. And I said, yo, listen, you got to thank God for that one, brother. I ain't do nothing. What I told you was, you better pray to your God, brother. Don't give me the credit. Give him the credit. And the kid lasted. And I said, listen here, man. This is where you can go to get some training. Because my brother ran an agency in Harlem, and they, for kids that were locked up with it. This is where you can go. Tell my brother, you know me, blah 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 blah, blah, and they'll put you in. You can get, your high school diploma. You get training, and then they'll put you through a training program where you could even go to school, to college, and work at the same time. He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah, take it." And I ain't seen the kid since. But just knowing that your words can transpire to a kid, I was like, man, I didn't think that was possible. But he beat it. The kid beat it. And I'm like, man. So that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. I have many stories coming out of that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, yeah, yeah, so, you know. So, JT, man, I'm getting ready to crash out, my brother.
Okay, say, can you stay there? But everybody make their
Okay.
last remarks, then crash out if you can, brother.
Sure, brother, I got you. You know how we
Appreciate
do.
that. Appreciate that. What we gonna do right now? The ones that I missed, like Daniel and everybody else, thank you so much. And thanks for coming to Underrated Evening Random Talk Part 4. And we gonna start off with the sisters first. Um, Silks, last remarks, please. And family from the chat, thank you so much to be in this conversation. And let's do it. It's all up to us. I'm in my last remarks. Go ahead. Go ahead, Silk.
Thank you so much, JT, for allowing me to be a part of this live this tonight. I got a lot out of it, and it even opened up my mind more, where I may have been maybe be a little bit insensitive or not understanding the double standard when it comes to our black men when they're dealing with issues like this, or men when they're dealing with the stigma type, the stigma that they cannot be a victim of a sexual crime. So I appreciate this and
And I
being a part of this.
thank you. Many more to come. Thank you, Sophia. All right. The black butterfly herself, Roy Honesty.
Yes, I just want to say, it was a pleasure as always. I love talking with intelligent people that know how to, have a conversation reasonably. I appreciate y'all every time I come and chat with y'all. That's it.
That's it. All right. Stay right there. Muhammad's the one, the junior elder of our community.
Thank you very much, JT. Much respect to your channel. Thank you again for pulling me up and having me on the panel to have these fruitful conversations with Real Honesty and Silks. I know you tried to get a diverse panel tonight, which is always necessary. And to Royalty, I learned a lot from you and Silk. It was, I didn't even know that the women go through that. There's certain things they go through about their hair. I learned something new. You always learn something new. So, they said if you could never stop learning, because if you say you know it all, then I can't speak to you. But I had a great time tonight, and I just want to let everybody know, we have to work towards the unity. I know it's going to be a hard sell, but we can do it. We're just going to have to get down and dirty to do it, and it's not going to be easy. But I would like to, at least before I leave this earth, see some semblance of unity amongst our people. And with that, JT, thank you again, my brother. You always be my brother from another. And yeah, I appreciate you, brother. Love you, and I love the Queens, and I'm just showing much respect to the family.
Stay right there. Um, I'm glad we had this conversation. We talked about the brother. So his name again, Joe. Is it Joe Smaller? Did I pronounce it right?
Yeah.
I did.
Jesse Smollett.
Okay, just a small leg. Almost sound like a guy's girl's name. Well, I'm sorry. I'm being nice. I'm being nice tonight. But all I can say, family, that no matter what happens, that we 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 have to understand that they are perpetrators out there trying to hurt us. And I am so happy that I said that I want to have a diverse panel tonight because we have to have like-minded people to keep on pushing it. And I want everybody, and it goes for the chat too. I want the people outside that listen right now, learn from what the chat is saying, learn from us as the people in the panel is really saying is this, that we all say the same things, different things, but we on the same line. And in anybody that disrespect our culture and us as a people, you is gonna be reprimanded, no matter if you're a woman, no matter if you're a man. And the brother that is got out, I hope you learn your lesson. That you don't play with fire or white supremacy. And you have to understand that it's your celebrity got you out. And there are some as part of our people that's not exercising our right, the rest of us as a people to fight. And brother, you playing a dangerous game. And just remember, you got this one, but you got the FBI's after you. And I hope you get through this. That's enough for you. Carly P, what you have done is downright disrespectful. And you could have killed these men that you drug. You could have killed you. And then at the same time, you want to keep on playing that you're a victim. And you play right along of this oppressed system attitude. And one day you're going to pay. And the ones in hip hop and the ones that our Latin brothers and sisters, you need to correct her. You need to let her know that she's standing on our Latin brothers and sisters, our ancestors that helped pay the way. And she spit on a grave. Billy Monet, the late CD, the late great Billy City. Billy Monet, City, Tito Fuentes, and the rest of our brothers, our Latin brothers and sisters, had paid the way. Castro had paid the way and understand the African spirit, the African warrior spirit. and Carly B, that you had disrespect. And I keep on saying us as brothers. Man, that's why I keep on saying advocate for yourself. But when you advocate for yourself, you have to be disciplined. We cannot have these dot attitudes. We got to stand up for what's right and speak up. Just as me and Muhammad as one, as Alan Cook, and the rest of the brothers, and even our queens in the chat, that we are not going to tolerate no BS no more. That is going to hurt our community. And the rest of your no good Simon broke down fake tellers in our community, and I'm talking about mainstream media, you need to go to hell too. And Hispanic network, go to hell too. The Black Caucus, go to hell too. Hispanic Caucus, go to hell too. If you're not recognize our spirit as Africans, no matter what diaspora where you come from, leave it to us. We do the work. And that's all I'm going to say. And I want to thank everybody on the panel. And I appreciate that. Hashtag no excuse. Hashtag no excuse. Hashtag no excuses. On behalf of Raw Honesty, Black Butterfly, the Cali Beautiful Selves, and the Latin legend, the junior elder of our community. Muhammad's the one, yours truth, you know, the one and only, got his hands in everything, the underrated one, the grind. Let me say it again, the underrated one, the grind. Also, Chef JT, not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing up information. Recognize my existence on that one. I love y'all. But this one, y'all, till next time, is get host.